3, 2, 1, go!
R-Study-AIN-POW-. I'm way too cool to end with a rock.
Whoa, what's the matter, scared?
Chibi, no podcast.
Well, that was.
Diego, you gave up on us.
I was
You're supposed to keep going with the
I'm
beat.
glad he did, and I'm glad David stopped as soon as he did. It was getting a little seductive for our intro.
Chibi, no podcast.
This isn't radio after dark where you have the dark, sexy man's voice.
Well, it is Valentine's Day after all.
Yeah, that's why
As
I
I
made
slowly
it sexy.
back away to the door.
Yeah.
Happy Valentine's, everybody.
Hello,
Yeah.
everybody.
To all the single tacos there, we love you.
This is Chibi No Podcast episode 7. Wow. We're on the 7th episode, guys. It's crazy. huh?
Already.
Any
we-
episode is a celebratory episode for us.
True that.
This episode is going to be not too long, I guess.
We'll try not to
try.
make it 2 hours,
Try
right,
not
David?
to.
That's never my fault. We just
I
keep
always
talking.
blame you. You're the
Whatever.
reporter.
Yeah, but this week, some news has been pretty slow. Don't you
Yeah,
think?
well,
Yeah,
there's
a little bit,
not
yeah.
been too much, but
There's a lot been going on, but a lot
Yeah.
of slow news. It's more like one subject and it's just blooming the
A
wind.
lot
Yeah.
of gameplay, but not too much news going around. Some big news came, but not a lot of news.
Yeah.
yeah, not like. Let's introduce ourselves, Diego,
Sorry about that, guys. So it's me, Diego, and to my left is,
David the Smash Man.
in front of me,
The one and only. The brony. Jose.
to
Oh.
my right.
And Miles, your tech guy.
Ooh.
Homie to ever brony.
Kawaii in the streets. Senpai in the sheets, everyone.
Yeah, in case you didn't see our Facebook, that is the motto of the girl we want.
That was the motto of how I want to be, not the
Yeah,
girl.
and I was
Wait,
well,
what?
either
What girl are
way,
we talking about?
how we want the girl that we prefer.
Ideal girl.
I
Are
like
we
ideal
talking about
girl.
anime characters or real?
wait, no,
hold on.
no.
Did you not check the Chibi No Podcast Facebook page?
The little Valentine's picture you posted?
Well, there. Yeah.
Yeah, that-
Don't include me we in this.
No, but that's
I'll
like
need a cartoon
so
girl.
this is the funny part. Like I showed David. Let's just get this out of the way since there's not that many news. I showed David this post a while back. I'm like, this is so cool. This is how I want to be known. And it said kawaii in the streets, senpai in the sheets.
Oh, I did see that post.
Yeah,
But
so,
David got it twisted because he's like, this is how our girls. I don't want my girl to be senpai in the sheets. I don't want her to teach me anything. I want to teach her stuff.
She will be teaching you, unfortunately, buddy.
Jose.
What is this?
true.
The spider?
Jose be the quick drop.
In the comics, I didn't know it could be used so efficiently.
Oh, the comics.
Hey, guys.
Spider-Man.
Oh my gosh.
I read DC,
Doing
by the way.
everything a Spider-Man can.
Guys, let's get on to the news. Relatively short news, but first on our topic of
Oh,
news.
hold on a second. I totally forgot to tell you guys about this. I just remember. If you remember last week, we talked about the Michael Morenos, right? The kid.
Morones.
Morones, I'm sorry. There was a quick update as to how he's doing this week. His brain is starting to function a little bit more. He's off.
Oxygen.
Life support?
No, he's still in life support, I believe, but he's off the IVs.
Okay.
If anybody doesn't know what we're talking about, this kid that's into My
Yes.
Little Pony got beat up, bullied because he
bullied,
liked
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And
He tried to commit suicide, and
Yep.
luckily somebody, I don't know who, but somebody saved him. So they don't know exactly how much he's gonna come back. As of right now, they probably are just gonna start putting him in a wheelchair and stuff like that. So that's definitely something.
You serious?
Yes,
There's
but
a lot
again,
of things
his brain is just like barely coming back. So I mean,
That's
that's
good.
cool. That hopefully he gets the best, what's it called?
Treatment he can get.
Treatment he can
Wasn't
get.
he kind of like in a coma state for a while?
Yeah, I think so.
Drug-induced coma, right?
Most likely. They
Something
haven't
like that.
specified that much as to how he's coming back or everything that has happened, but, that's definitely a plus. So we wish him the best, and, just keep him in your thoughts and prayers, and let's get into the news, you guys.
Sweet. Funny, right here. Flappy Birds got taken down. So all you Flappy Bird people, you flappers.
Diego's one of them.
The reason why is the creator said that it was too addictive. What do you guys agree with him on that?
Okay,
Or
Never
what's-
downloaded, never will.
So this is the thing, like
you can no
now.
more.
I can find a crack copy of an
yeah,
Android.
okay.
Yeah.
you can find, but it's not the original one.
There's a
And
Fallout Boy.
Well, no, I have
version.
an Android.
yeah, I've seen the Fallout Boy version one. That one's weird.
There's an MMO one too, where you see like all the people trying to do and like people failing and stuff like that.
Oh, I saw a picture on their on their Facebook they posted on their timeline.
Okay, let me give you some of the numbers
Okay.
of what this happened.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah. No, wait, hold on. On top of that, people who've had it on their phone are trying to sell it on eBay for ridiculous.
Yeah, it
amount
was
of money.
like $700 to $900 for an iPhone.
Let's
Right?
make some money.
No, no, no.
Why
no.
did I delete
Watch,
mine?
let David tell you the pricing on this. It's ridiculous.
Okay, so first of all, a lot of people started selling the iPhones first that have the game
Right.
on it. It started out at $1,000. It's gone up to like $40,000 for an iPhone that has the original Flappy Bird on it.
Guys, it's not even a real game. And Tetris is better than this.
It doesn't matter. I have it on my phone. I want to sell it for $1,000. That I get so much more profit. I can get a new phone. I can pay for any trip I want. Just do it.
Is it on the Android market?
No,
No,
it's
it's
that's
not.
why. That's why they're paying so much for it.
Watch this. I'll download it right now.
El Flapo Bird.
Anyways,
Toucan Flappy.
so
Just saying, people don't waste your money. if
So
you
yeah,
can't
so he
avoid
was saying that people were getting too addicted to it.
Okay.
They're getting frustrated at this stupid bird who's flapping, and you have to get through the little tunnels in between the tunnels things. And
Yeah. You know what it is? What I think it is personally, I think he was afraid that Nintendo was going to come down on him.
and see Nintendo.
Oh, yeah.
Nintendo came out with this statement that supposedly that they didn't say anything to him.
You don't mess with Nintendo's property.
That's what Nintendo has. They have like, officially have said
It's
we
a
never.
Nintendo property.
Well, the pipes and
the-
everything like
the
that, the
pipes
artwork.
and the
Oh,
noise.
from Nintendo.
Okay,
from
the pipes,
Mario.
the noise sounds like a coin, and then
Yeah.
also the bird Diego mentioned looks like the fish.
Yeah, basically look like the little flappy.
But I'm
fish.
like they're pixels.
I
Like,
mean, something had gone down because he was making bank, and then all of a sudden he just take it off.
$50,000 a day.
And his excuse, the reasoning for it was that people were getting too addicted. I mean, like, heck, I would love to make a game like that and get money like that. I wouldn't take it off unless I had to, which I think that's what happened. We're just not hearing it about it.
yeah,
I
like
don't know,
his
it's
last tweet about it was like, I cannot take this anymore. I'm like, okay, you cannot take getting so much money
Is it-
every day. Oh yeah,
Is
No,
this
he
the
was
same guy
getting
that
a lot
did
of
Fest?
hate, too.
By this-
People were being like, "I'll kill you because of this game."
What
Oh,
are they
this
gonna
game-
do?
What was
just
this like
saying, that's-
Evangelion the game or
this
what?
isn't this is a game. This is
I
an
know.
Android game.
Yeah.
No.
I bet this is the little brother of the guy that created Fez. He's like, oh, I'm gonna be like my big brother. I'm gonna get it off. I can't take this crap anymore.
But yeah, so Flappy
What-
Bird, if you
That's
don't have the
Flappy
game,
Bird.
if you don't have the game now, go ahead and buy it on eBay for like $1,000.
Or download a bootleg version of it.
Oh
and-
no, I got it right here.
Oh, you got Flappy Bird, guys.
No, you got Flappy Bird.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
You got
Flappy
Flappy
Birds.
Bird.
What we're talking about.
You got it on?
Yeah.
Yeah,
People
well,
are-
because he's
I'm
a
trying
tech
to
guy.
save
He
pe-
knows how to do
Guys, if you have an Android, just go to. Well, I already died. I don't like
See,
that.
but
That's my first playthrough. But all I'm saying is, guys, all you got to do if you have an Android, just go to Google, type in Flappy Bird APK, and download
Don't tell
it.
him that. Just tell him to sell it.
The
It's
APK.
free. I don't care. I'm not gonna have people get screwed over.
Make
I
sure,
will.
you
Anyways,
you
I'm
allow.
Saving my
do-
Chibi fans.
Remember
I'll
to
tell
allow to. What is that?
Dude, I
option?
cannot get past the first pipe. How do people play this
Watch, he's
crap?
gonna get
See, this is how the hate began.
anyways, so we're done with Flappy
Oh
Bird because it's gonna
shit!
get crazy.
I got 2 high score. Yeah, okay, I'm done. That game's
Guess what started filming
February
4 days
11th.
ago,
Yeah.
3 days ago. The Avengers.
Batman versus Superman. I knew it.
Oh, wait.
Isn't that in the summer?
I stopped you all in your
No, I
ground.
said it. You covered me up. What
I heard that, and then I thought about the actors, and then my mind kind of just went blank.
No, Avengers started filming already.
Oh,
Yeah.
Avengers.
3
I said
days-
some
3 days
Batman
ago.
and whatever.
No, I was just trolling. I was just trolling.
Oh.
Yeah, so they started. They're starting, I think, in South Africa, but from what I heard, none of the main characters are
There.
They're just filming the first 10 minutes of it in South Africa, and then they're gonna move to like South Korea, someplace, and then they're gonna end up in the UK where
The
they're gonna film
girls'
most
generation is gonna be there, Diego. You excited?
No, if they really are, I'm gonna go pay for that movie like 5
I heard
times.
that Scarlett Johansson might get her own movie for
Black Widow?
Black Widow.
Well,
Yeah.
the comics are doing good. The comics
Yeah.
are doing good.
So they
I'd
might.
totally pay money
Yeah.
for that fan service.
And then
Oh,
unrelated
yeah.
note, like Batman was the only one to sell like 100 plus 100K.
Really?
On this month, yeah, nothing came close.
Really?
Yeah, well, I was
Batman
surprised.
What?
The comic, the
The
comic.
new 52.
Yeah,
Oh.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa,
Congrats
That's
to Batman.
crazy.
good for Batman.
Go DC.
Yeah.
But the one thing they're doing right.
Titanfall beta came out today.
No, the sign-ups
No,
were
well,
Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
Sign-ups are Wednesday. And there are people who started posting up videos of them
Thursday,
playing
I
beta
think.
was Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Some people got to go to their offices and actually play beforehand as well.
I think all of us applied except for Jose, right? 'Cause you don't.
I wasn't going to get it.
You did apply,
Yeah.
but none of us got a code
I
from them.
Yeah.
So yeah, I ended up getting a code,
I
but
gave-
the servers are down right now.
I gave one away
Are you kidding me?
after I found out that you had one.
Dude, give it to me anyway. I got friends that want to play.
It's already gone.
Dude. How did you get it? You haven't turned on an Xbox for 8 years.
I don't know.
I have it every day, and I don't get a code.
How long has it been since you turned on the Xbox One?
Exactly.
We're not talking about the Xbox One. The last time you turned on a Xbox. Exactly.
Every time I go to your
So
house, it's
messed
already
up.
turned on. Hey,
So messed up.
I didn't do the
are they still accepting
algorithm.
They'll be doing them until the 17th.
If
Okay,
it makes
so-
you feel better, Miles, I haven't got an acceptance or a beta code for PlayStation Now. And I've been using that
Sorry for
PlayStation.
my
I
Four.
Purple.
don't really care about that.
I know,
as
but
much,
like I didn't get that, but I got the Titanfall. Like maybe if you try for PlayStation Now, they'll
No,
give
I
it to
already
you.
tried PlayStation now. I haven't gotten that either.
Oh, that sucks.
But yeah, the Titanfall, the beta's down right. I mean, the servers are down right now as we're talking. And they said that they're working with Microsoft on known bugs, and they'll get it up as soon as possible. I went up to the PC settings, and
How high can you go? On
the
graphics?
native of the game, which is cool, is actually 1080. So
Sweet.
I know it can be scaled up to like 2600 and all if you want, but you can go even further, of course. But
Does it need like a huge screen for that though to make it look good?
well, they have 22, 24s that go that resolution, but it's fine. It's kind of hard to notice unless your eyes are like crazy good. But it's good. Yeah, I've seen them on like a 30-inch and 1600p is just wow. Now they have 4Ks at 32s or 30s. So anyway,
On a related note, I think I should have read more about it. The Xbox One an update is coming in as we
the new
speak.
dashboard, the one that's similar to the 360s.
Yeah. They fixed Titanfall pushed out to Microsoft to help the joysticks. Because the joysticks are. It's one thing I complain to you guys about is I don't like how they're so loose. Like the it's not necessarily a dead zone, but like when you push left or right or up or down, it's very loose. There's no
Right.
resistance. Which
Uh-huh,
I don't
I get you.
like. I like
Yeah,
those soft
yeah.
spots in the middle, like the 360 had, or even the PS4 has a great resistance in the middle, and I like that. And then the Xbox is just kind of like woo, it's like just freelance, you know. So
how it
they said they're going to work on that because when we played Titanfall, we even noticed the controls was a little. It was
Loose.
wavy, right? It was
Yeah.
just, it was kind of weird. Like you just turn really quick. You had a hard time precision aiming unless auto aim
I
helped
didn't
you.
have a problem. I was doing all right.
No, but couldn't you notice the difference
Yeah,
from that?
I-
That's
it
what
was
it's a
really,
feel is what I'm
really
talking
fast.
about.
They also
Yeah.
were saying that
Super fast.
like what Miles was saying, they changed it because of Titanfall. Like
Yeah.
Titanfall went in there and said, "We want this game to be top notch. You need to change this and this about the controller."
That's
And
why I was alpha
Microsoft
testing,
said,
so they're
like-
making it better.
So
of
they're like,
course.
"Oh, okay."
And it's not just Titanfall. Like they're going to keep this for Xbox.
Well,
like,
yeah,
they're like,
but
this
but,
needs to be fixed.
But
in
Titanfall
general.
was the push, though.
Yeah, that's what's cool. I think that's great that they're working so closely. with
No,
them.
So
we gotta
they-
make it clear. This is just software though. Wise, it's not a hardware thing that they're fixing.
What do you mean?
Like it's just gonna be a patch so that how the control it's not gonna be a new controller that they're making.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just going to fix.
Just making sure the listeners understand
They're
that they're
fixing
like,
the
I need
dead
to go
zone.
buy new ones.
They're fixing the dead zone and like the axis of
Yeah.
like how far it moves left to right and like
So
how
how
it
do you
reads.
update the controller then?
It's just
not,
with the system
it's
update.
just, It's just a tweak. It's like an API file they have on the
Oh,
Xbox. It's
okay.
just-
See, I was
it's-
like,
You download
So
the
it's-
update on the Xbox
Okay,
and it'll
so
do
Like
it.
you said,
updated it.
it's not the actual analog.
I know, I get it
It's
now.
how
I was-
games
Yeah.
will feel to it. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. I like that.
It's
I like
it's
that.
cool that they're working so good, but we would talk more about the beta, but we can't because we haven't played it. But if it's anything, now we can talk about it. The alpha's
It's
over.
anything like the
Oh,
alpha. The
We
alpha
can
was
talk about
awesome.
now. We can talk about the alpha.
What we
Snipers.
could probably
I played the
do
snipers.
maybe sometime if you're free. So you guys know Jose has a streaming thing, so we can stream videos.
Oh yeah, we need
And
to let
so
Dark
if
Chibis
we
know about
have
this.
if we have the time, we'll play Titanfall on Miles's computer.
I'm
And
gonna
we'll
have it on the
stream that.
Xbox One as well.
Okay,
so
then we'll
either
stream
way,
it.
Well, either way, we'll stream
stream
it.
that.
We'll comment,
And then we'll upload it
commentate on
onto our page, guys, and just let us know what you think.
that'd be awesome. Yeah, so we'll have some Titanfall footage hopefully this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have Smash when it comes out.
Yeah, I've been working out the kinks out of that capture card. It's working
I
pretty good.
saw that Outlast
Yeah.
and it scared the crap out of me. I had my headphones on and I was like, "Fuck this, Jose." They was like, "What's that?"
You hear that? You're like, he's like, oh, I'm like, what happened?
Jose, I
Stupid
beat that
Jose.
Did you?
I
Big
got a high
Outlast?
five. I
Sweet, man.
survived that horror.
Right now, I'm in the part where you're like you go outside for the first time.
Oh, that's why it's worse because your lighting is so
And-
bad.
Yeah, and you see the ghosts.
Oh yeah.
That game, graphic wise, or maybe from what I saw, because it was compressed,
Uh-huh.
I didn't look that great. But it just
It's not
felt
a good
ugly.
looking game.
It's
not
indie
great,
for
though.
sure.
Yeah,
but it looks
if you
good
get
for
up
what it
close
is.
to things, you'll start seeing like the jaggedy edges and not that
Yeah,
good
but
resolution.
It's not meant for
If you-
graphics.
yeah.
It's meant for
Yeah,
storytelling.
yeah. If
So
you
that
look
makes
from
sense.
like away, then
But
it,
it
starts
looks
looking
good for what it is.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
yeah,
it does
yeah,
look
yeah.
it does look like a high quality PS3 game, maybe a little clearer because of the 1080p.
Yeah.
But
That's
definitely
cool.
not PS4. But sorry, we kind of got off. But the Titanfall, since we have the alpha, I want to ask, what do you guys think about it?
It was good.
The alpha was
It-
fun.
It was just as IGN as everyone said. It's nonstop. Like you do not have time to rest, and that's what I love about it. It was always like action packed, and people were saying that it was like it's too much. There's too many players on. It wasn't. It was just
It felt
perfect.
fine. The only thing I hated was the AI was definitely a cannon fodder.
Yeah.
It was easy kills.
Yeah.
They need to amp that
They-
up big
but
time.
I was able
Oh, yeah, they will, though.
by
They need to.
It
because
was alpha, so
Yeah.
I've heard from
That
the people
was
who
alpha.
did play the beta, who played it last night, that the
It
AI
hasn't
has been
changed?
improved a lot.
No,
I've heard it was changed.
I've been hearing nothing but
Mhm.
complaints.
I heard that it's about the same.
It's about the
what we
same.
played.
Yeah,
I heard it was better.
I watched the live stream from IGN, and they're it's just standing around, not doing anything.
Yeah, remember like that one time that you're like, dang, Jose is really good at this, and then we figured out that they killed like 6 robots because they didn't do anything.
Yeah. Well, no, I was watching the IGN stream, and they were just complaining. They're like, these guys didn't do anything. There's one moment where he just stopped, and he just sat there, and the guy's just staring next to him and doesn't even move. And he's like, really? And he shoots at him, and then finally he shoots, and like he's missing him.
Right.
So then he just goes and kicks
they'll
him.
obviously up.
They need to. They really do.
The one thing, the thing I like about this whole thing about the game is, like they said, it's fast paced and all that. And the one thing I do enjoy the most out of it, I don't feel a vibe of camping. I don't have a camping.
Yeah,
vibe.
there's no reason to camp in that.
No,
really.
because it's hard. Because the
You
minute
need to
they
get the
see
points
you
right
they'll-
away, and there's titans everywhere. There's guys everywhere.
Basically,
Yeah.
because like everything gets separated into 2 or to one place, and everybody's going to that place.
Yeah.
So if you
Yeah.
camp in one building and everybody's over there, you might wait the whole match, and then never might be able to come
Because
to
the
your
map's
side.
so big, it's not compressed.
Yeah.
It's not small, so you have to go everywhere, and that's the
And
benefit.
camping
of it.
doesn't really benefit you in this game either,
No,
because
really
they
at
could go
all.
up to the ceiling,
plus-
they could go down.
Plus, why would you want to camp? Because eventually you get your Titan, and then what's the point? Oh, I'm
The
gonna hide in
maps-
the building.
It
maps
defeats
are
the
so
purpose.
open and big. There's
Yeah.
no point to. If you
I
want
know.
to camp, nobody's going to come around that corner.
Yeah.
Have
Well,
fun.
you
just
might
chill.
kill one
Plus-
person.
Maybe
Plus-
one.
Plus, once you get the opportunity to use your Titan, you can't because you want to be camping and have 0 kills.
Also,
and have a high kill death ratio, stupid stuff like that.
I saw some sniping gameplay of it,
Yeah.
and
Is
there's
it good?
they were using like the entry level sniper.
Oh,
And
Like the
they-
one we played on the alpha. Huh?
yes,
that
yes,
blue
yes. But definitely they could what's it called? They could be quick scoping, at least for the people. Now this is the thing about it is not gonna be the same way as a Call of Duty.
obviously.
But basically it is where you point and you start zooming in, it'll shoot right there. So it won't give you like the Call of Duty where you could like shoot at the arm and it'll kill them.
Oh
Yeah,
no! It's kind of like Black Ops 1.
Kind of.
I
And
know.
also with the smart pistol, I don't know if you've used this yet.
I used
It'll
it.
it'll
It's tight.
kill the grunts with 1 shot, but it'll kill the regular people with 2.
Do you guys think this is going to take any of the competition away from Call of Duty?
I
It's
think
gonna
so.
take-
Yeah.
Especially
Definitely.
with how Ghost was doing. It's definitely going to do better. And then I think it'll take a pretty good size amount, and maybe this will help out Battlefield and Call of Duty realize that they need to start doing things
They
different.
need to reinvent themselves again.
And then, I mean, this is going to be a pretty big hit for them. But what's really going to be like a statement would be Titanfall 2 when that comes out. Because by that time, people will already, they
The
would
hype
have
has
played
been
it.
lit.
Yeah, they
See
would
what
already
else they
played
bring to
it.
the table.
Yes,
I
what
think they
else?
need to-
What
They
improvement?
need to have PS4. I think they need to.
Yeah.
It's not a fanboy thing or anything. The reason why I say that is they need to take some more market from Call of Duty.
Definitely. That's what I was saying with people.
Yeah.
Not to be like Miles said, not to be like a PlayStation fanboy. I mean, it sucks that they're not getting it right now. But if they really want to take, like Miles said, like the market and the community away from Call of Duty and stuff, they need to be a multi-platform thing. And Respawn said that they want to do the best for this first game.
It makes sense. They're low
Yeah.
budget. It's a few guys. Well, not
And
a
they're-
few.
And
But it's a
Microsoft-
little studio.
Microsoft
Yeah.
helped them.
And they wanna, if it flops, if it flops, they want to make sure.
And from what we played, it won't be.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
no, it's going to destroy the competition.
Titanfall
Well,
2, I could almost guarantee is going to come
Storyline
because
too,
of
probably.
everything.
I think they'll have a campaign in number 2.
That would definitely be helpful.
Oh, so number 1 doesn't have a campaign?
No, it's merged. It's single player
Loosely
multiplayer.
based, yeah.
Oh.
I thought
It's in
there was.
there.
I thought there was. There is a.
There's not that
campaign.
much,
Not
though.
that much, but there is something.
No, there's not a
Something.
separate. It's only multiplayer.
Yeah.
But it's a high.
They
replay
say that it's
multiplayer,
kind of
so
like
I'll be
first,
worth it.
single player
It's the first
because
merger.
you come in into the, you get deployed into it, and then you gotta leave at the end of the matches. So it's kind of like that.
So
but
like-
there's not like a
yeah.
real story.
They'll put in a
behind it.
campaign, but then everybody's playing in multiplayer on
Yeah.
that campaign against each other.
Oh,
So it's like a
that's tight.
merger.
So you're
But
like,
is there? But what I'm saying is,
but
is
there's
there,
not like you
is-
can't play one person against bots. No.
No. That's what I'm saying. I'm
there's
saying
not
is,
a definitive story.
So there's no
per
de-
se.
yeah, so
there's
there's
not like
not-
one hero.
That's cool. I like
okay.
it though.
But
It's
but
different.
is there like a progressive story
I don't think
per
so.
se per map? Like,
I don't know how they're gonna do it. They haven't really
We
announced a
have
lot of
to
that.
play it.
They haven't announced any of that.
see that kind of turns me off a little bit because I like a game that has some sort of story.
Oh yeah.
That's my biggest thing about like Call of Duty is like they focus so much on the multiplayer that a lot of people don't never ever play the campaign. The campaigns are really good. I've liked the Call of Duty campaigns, but it gets overshadowed by the multiplayer because that's all
Right.
they focus on.
I don't really like the Call of Duty ones, to be honest. They're
Me
very
too.
they're 5-6 hours. They're run and shoot in a straight line, and they just follow this guy and shoot, and it's just like I've always made fun of it, like explosions everywhere. It's like a
Yeah.
Michael Bay Transformer movie or something
Oh,
to me.
yeah.
So I've gotten bored of them personally. The story's not really. It's like, why am I doing this?
I
Why am
didn't
fighting
beat
these people?
Ghost. Like
I
I felt
did,
I was
but
like, it's the same
Like there's
thing.
the two twins or two brothers that go with their
Yeah,
dad. And
yeah, yeah.
They just kill people. You don't know why, and then that's the end of the game. I don't.
Oh yeah,
know.
well, like for me
To
personally,
David's
like,
point though,
they're fun, but it's like they're not like amazing.
There's
Right.
no high replay value to
But-
it.
Yeah.
to David's point, I think I understand what he says. I enjoy a lot personally single player.
Yeah,
A lot, a lot.
Single player's awesome.
But the thing here is, I think Respawn's understand it's the target group that they're going at.
Yeah.
Most of them will play the campaign if there is one, but most people will spend more hours playing the multiplayer.
I saw an interview,
which is always that's always the case.
Yeah,
I saw an interview, and the Respawn was mentioning that they're like, with the budget that we had, with the time frame that we had, we figured, what do we need to track more? You know, do we focus more on the single
I
player
remember
or the
this.
multiplayer? And they're like, well, let's just combine both. And then just make it all combine both with what we have for the money and resources and time. And then they came out with this. So, like, I'm hoping they get enough money and they make 2 and we get a big storyline. I think
Yeah,
it'd be great.
I think this is just
campaign.
in itself the game its whole self is a
Mhm.
beta for 2.
what they want to do.
Yeah.
It's like a
and
setup,
it's,
right?
It's totally fine. I'm totally cool with it because it's I guess in my perspective, in its sense, it's its own indie game. Because
Kinda.
Way, yeah.
yeah. So I'm totally
And
cool with it,
Piggy-
and it's destructive. Like it's such a fun game.
piggybacking off of that, do you think if they do, which I'm pretty sure they will do well enough, are they gonna leave EA and like find somebody else that
They
lets
should
them?
because EA is retarded. I don't like EA. They should leave
Yeah,
EA.
I understand.
Do you think that could happen though?
No.
No,
No.
because of the if it's
They
if
got a
it's-
contract signed,
Yeah.
so I'm going to guarantee it.
There's no way that the EA would fight it.
Yeah,
All the way to
and
the
they have
grave.
they have enough money where Respawn's going to be comfortable. They're like, here's our people to pay for our game, so whatever.
I
I hate EA too, but
they could like maybe ask for different people to work on it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's the only thing I could think of. But
Publisher?
they have to, but it has to be EA who does it.
oh, yeah.
But
Oh yeah, we got that on Titanfall. A
that
lot
was
of
that was our
time
main
taken
topic.
up.
Titanfall beta.
No, let's skip this one. Let's go to the PC on Steam.
Why are we skipping that one?
I just wanted to go to
It's
this
so
one.
No, let's
stupid.
just say the Xbox One. They have a new headset
Stupid
and a
people.
headset adapter.
Oh my god,
Miles, you got 60
That's
seconds.
why I
to
wanted
tell
to
us.
skip it. It's
Just say it, Miles.
I'll be
Just
real
say it.
quick. It is really stupid,
Yeah.
guys. They got this this headset adapter for people that want to listen to their headsets. It's only for stereo, and it has an aux cable in the middle of it, so you can plug in your aux like headphones into the headset adapter where the mic and volume buttons are that normally come with the chat headset for the Xbox One. This one's just an adapter instead, and it costs $25. Really?
Wow.
The adapter.
Maybe $10 at max, but are you $25?
Now I can't remember if
That better give me 3 months of live.
Seriously?
No, they won't. They won't.
And
I can't remember this, but if you buy the headphones, do they come with the adapter?
no.
You gotta
No,
buy them
not
separately.
the new ones.
The
The new
headset
ones,
they
no.
got are stereo.
Yeah.
Now
that's
let me
fine.
give you your opinion. Stereo. What's the most you'd pay, Jose, for a stereo headset? For a 2.1 aux cable, not
For what I'm getting for
wireless,
that, because
Small.
from what I've seen, I would pay $20.
$80.
Okay.
$80
Yep.
for stereo. Now the PS4's new headsets that are wireless, Bluetooth, $100, 7.1
$80.
with a
No,
built-in
no,
mic.
it's $100.
$100,
Oh,
$20 more.
That's a
That's-
steal.
that's-
And
a
that works
steal.
for the PS3 as well.
Xbox One
I
stereo with cable.
I feel like Xbox.
$80.
I feel like Xbox is becoming more like Apple, where they
Yeah.
just trying to
Very
make stuff.
That's
I
what this whole
very-
connector thing was. I mean, you could see it, like people were like, "Well, it's gonna be better audio." No, it wasn't, because if it was gonna be better audio, audiophiles would have done that a long time ago.
Yeah. So hopefully they get their stuff together and fix this because
Pretty-
You know what's
Because-
sad though? On top of this, I just remembered this because I have the Astros, the A50s, and I have the A40s now.
of course.
But if you plug in to the adapter, you still don't get it. Like Miles said, you just get stereo even with those headphones on. You don't get the Dolby
Oh,
Digital.
so the Xbox
See,
doesn't give you
ridiculous.
full
No.
surround sound.
It'll try to do it with the mix amp, but it won't really give you the native.
Oh, that sucks.
It's not even a
surround sound.
because it doesn't have a proper virtual driver to
So
do
can
surround.
you? Is that software that they can change, or is it all hardware?
That's
is the
hardware.
That's hard. You
the
can't
the
change
adapter
that.
is hardware.
So then probably the next generation of the Xbox One will probably have an upgrade to
Yeah.
that. You think?
Well, I mean, they'll have 7.1s. It's just the official one they're doing is just way overpriced.
That's stupid. All right.
You can buy
But
7.1 ones on the internet I've seen for Xbox One or 7.1 that are just
I
random.
saw
you could get
I saw
the-
one at, on Amazon for PC ones, and it was $70.
Yeah.
Or
yeah, that's what I
$65.
mean. It's just a joke.
But it won't work on.
I'm
the-
just saying.
But it
that
won't
that's
work.
stupid.
Even
Unless
though
you
that,
no, you can buy them and then you pay an extra $25 to use it with the adapter.
No, but
And-
with the PC ones, you would have to spend even more money to get a 3.5 adapter to get to work with the other adapter.
All
let's
right,
go on to
skip
let's go on to
this.
happy news. Okay,
Okay.
happy news.
Hey,
I got
On
some sad
Steam,
news actually.
guess
Hold
what?
up. I got some sad news. So 2K, a good developer, a very popular developer, especially
Made
with
Bioshock
Borderlands.
and made Bioshock.
Yes.
What are you about to say right now?
Did you read about this?
No.
Randy Pitchford said that
Obviously
they're
not.
not working on Borderlands 3 right now.
Yep,
They're not?
I heard
I was
that.
like, what the freak? The biggest money making that you have, the best game that you have, arguably, from themselves. You're not working on Borderlands 3? And then his thing is like, his idea was that, well, if you think about Borderlands 3, you got to make it big, you got to make it better. And that's what we want to do. Okay, but they're not even like developing a story
There's
or
no
anything.
there's
Nothing.
nothing written.
Yeah, nothing at
Not
all.
even an idea.
Nothing.
Like even The Last of Us 2 has some idea or some concept, but
Yeah.
Borderlands 3
He said
nada.
like nothing. He's like, we're working on Brothers in Arms and Furious 4, whatever that is.
So Brothers in Arms sounds sucky and Furious.
I don't know
4.
what Furious 4
Maybe
is.
it's something cool.
It's a good developer. It might be cool.
Yeah, but I'm like, you should be thinking about Borderlands 3 right now.
Yeah.
That's a. I mean, with the. I love that game.
Anyway.
I would
Anyways.
like it. I
I
agree.
love that game.
Anyways,
It's
on the
fine.
happy news.
You always say anyways like we're just so
Sorry,
crappy
I'm-
people.
Borderlands
we're-
suck.
We're getting
okay?
more and more sad. This is
He
not
hates
the
it.
part.
I
This is
want-
not what Chibi No Podcast is about. It's
I
about
want-
happiness.
I want to talk about this because this is
What is it?
nostalgia for me. What
Okay.
came out on Steam? Descent. If you guys remember the 1996 game, 95 game,
What's
You're-
Descent?
it's kind
You
of like
never. Oh,
A 1995 game. What are you doing?
Google.
there?
Hold on.
it's a PC game. It's kind of like what would you say?
Is it a real-time strategy?
Doom, kind of a Doom kind of a thing, but you're a
First
spaceship.
person?
Yeah, but you're a spaceship,
Okay.
and it's 3D, like all actual. You can rotate all the way around and everything.
I don't remember
there's a
that.
Destroy-
360 axis, everything, and it was.
It
I
was
spent
way-
hours playing that
It's
game.
way ahead of its time. One level, but it's it's
Yeah, it's
different-
one level.
different columns of one
Okay.
level. But in the end, you have to get to the center and blow up the main part, and then escape. But you have to do it. There's no cutscene. You have to get out of it. You have to remember every twist and turn,
Oh,
everything. It's a
That
ridiculous
game was so
so
fun.
did George Lucas took the idea for this for the?
Of course, he did.
dude. Descent. If you guys have Steam, buy it. It's like $5.
Miles.
I think it's even less.
Yeah, Miles.
Oh, you can
I
get
think
it.
it's like 350.
Miles he look at his face. He wants to do it.
I don't.
It's blocky though. It's back in the day. So
Hey,
it's
It's
blocky.
95.
It's no
It's
Flappy
so
Bird,
good.
okay? It's no Flappy Bird. Let's just put that out there.
Oh my!
But yeah, so that was some good news for me.
All right.
That was good for me too.
Are you guys gonna get it?
David, I think David might
Like
know
it's
this one.
Steam. I just have to download it, right? The
Yeah, you don't have to
software?
pay anything for Steam. You
So
just
we
sign
can-
up.
No, then I'll do it and play Descent.
Joys of the PC gamer.
So let's do this one.
Next week, David's broke.
New,
What too many games?
New, shut up,
Steam
David.
sell. I got 50 games for $20. They all came out this year.
Oh my god.
This year.
On my
Well, last year. whatever.
Okay.
New Pokemon movie title and new Pokemon revealed.
Yeah, so
Miles.
Wasn't it like the Danceology or something, or Dancelia?
Danceology?
I don't know. It's like it was a
This is
dance in her name.
DDR.
It was like,
Yeah, it kind of looks like a little.
no, but the name was like Dancia.
Something like that, yeah.
it's Diancier.
Oh.
You're close, but
Yay, I got the D right.
This was like when Pokemon XY first came out. Some guy hacked it, and there was like 4 or 5 Pokemon that were hidden inside the game.
Yeah.
And I think they're gonna show all the legendaries in this movie.
Yeah,
something like that.
interesting.
But yeah, so the new movie's coming out. It's called Cocoon of Destruction.
I don't remember the last
Cocoon
time
of Destruction.
Cocoon of Destruction. That's how it's translated.
So is Ash finally gonna move out of the friend zone? Escaping the cocoon?
he has to be older than 10 years old first.
Did I post a picture on our face or our Chibi podcast?
No, you sent me about that, but I see.
Orochimaru
yeah.
and Ash. I'll have to post that later.
Oh yeah,
You guys don't see that?
Yeah, I laughed.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, but like nothing.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, but nothing has been released about it. Just that.
Has anybody
the
seen any
picture-
of the like newer Pokemon movies?
I saw the trailer for the one that was with Mewtwo when he has his Mega Evolution.
There's a movie.
Yeah,
Watch this.
I just saw the
don't know.
trailer.
I just remember the
that
YouTube
one's already
video.
done.
What was the last Pokemon movie that you guys seen?
The Power of Entei? The
Okay.
unknown one? Whatever.
Is the one with the Lugia, the bird?
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
Pokemon
2000?
I was like 12
That was a good
years
one.
old or something.
I like that one. You didn't watch the Entei one?
I didn't see
Who's
the
Entei?
Entei.
Entei's the fire dog.
I saw the.
legendary one
I
in
think
silver?
I might have seen it, but
It's
I
the dog
got
with
out of that
fire.
And the unknowns are in it as well.
Mine.
Stuff. I kind of remember something like that, but I would have been really young.
Charizard gets like frozen or...
he gets beat up.
Yeah, he gets beat up by Entei.
The one that I
I don't
saw.
know.
Why would he get frozen if he get beat up by
It's,
Entei?
Entei's not the real Entei. It's the unknown made it for.
Yeah, for this girl.
Yeah.
He's retarded. But the last one that I saw was the one with Deoxys.
Oh, Deoxys. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
saw a
and
little bit of it.
Rayquaza.
Wait, was that like that little angel one?
That's the Celebi one.
That's the one I saw. Though.
I never saw that
I
one.
Oh,
was
Pokemon
so
Forever.
Bored.
Pokemon Forever.
So bored.
Oh, and then they had another one with Mewtwo comes again.
Yay! I
Strikes
will
Again?
not that. There's only one
No,
original.
That's what it's called.
Fanboy.
The first one's called Mewtwo Strikes Again. Isn't that the first one
Mewtwo
called?
Yeah.
Strikes Back.
No, the first one was just Pokemon 2000.
No,
Anyways,
Pokemon the movie. Anyway.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Anyways, Diego's favorite word. Are you gonna download this game? How do you get this freaking Pokemon?
It doesn't, it doesn't
you
say.
can
Yeah,
just Google
just
search it. You
Oh,
just search
yeah.
it,
Randomly
you can
appear.
find-
And there's one you can get free for the Pokemon Bank too. I don't remember which one that was.
Have you been trying the Pokemon
Oh,
Bank?
I
it's
haven't
one
turned
of
on my
the-
Pokemon game for a long time.
it's
I
like
beat
one-
it and then I just
It's
stopped.
one of the Diamond and Pearl Pokemons you can get. I think
Oh, is
the
that-
legendaries.
Oh, it's a Celebi. That's what it is.
Oh, yeah, it's a Celebi.
There's the good old Celebi.
Let me just say one more thing. The last movie I saw was of one of the Diamond and Pearl ones, and it was like some pony thing. He looks gay, and like he fights, and then he gets beat up, and then he turns into like a
Hold
huge
on.
unicorn pony.
Hold up a second.
He's
So you,
an insult to ponies.
okay, I was
just
gonna
say
like you
that.
do realize
Calm
we
down,
watch
Brony.
My Little Pony.
I
do.
know. Anyway.
Diego does.
I know you said we though.
Yeah, me and Diego.
Yeah,
Oh,
Diego.
okay.
And, yeah, that's
Okay.
the Wii that they talk about when they're talking about ponies.
Not Nintendo Wii or Wii U.
I don't know about this bit of news, so maybe Jose and
What's up?
David.
Miles knows more about
Oh,
this.
New Teen Ninja game for PS4. Does
I
anyone
don't
have
know.
any idea?
I did hear about the news. I just don't know.
Do you know what they're
They
making?
haven't announced
They
anything.
haven't announced it yet.
They just
So
said
what's the
that
point of putting it on here?
And
they're
like-
just saying that
Dude,
that
that's a great developer. It's nice to know they're developing.
they did
for it.
Ninja
That's
Gaiden,
awesome.
right?
No.
No.
that was Ninja Theory, or that was.
So they did Heavenly
yeah,
Sword.
Ninja Theory.
Which they have a new trailer for that too.
Heavenly Sword?
Don't they have?
A movie.
Movie.
Straight to DVD
That's
movie.
what it is. They have a
I
trailer
I can't
for
wait for that. By the way,
Hopefully we get something good from that. Then they
Maybe.
did Enslaved, Odyssey to the West.
that. Yeah.
They also did the Devil May Cry. That
Don't cry, man.
piece of nugget.
Animation was great though.
Yeah, but I don't care.
The
That's not
story
my. That's
side.
not my Dante.
We went over this.
Okay.
They
okay,
did
never mind.
Metroid the
people.
Other M.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I remember Teen Ninja did that.
So those are the biggest ones that I know. So overall, they're solid at making games, except for some people don't like some for different reasons. But they haven't announced anything really
They know how to
solid.
make
Either way
action
that they're just that they're making a new game. That's all.
and for PS4, it's awesome.
Did
I'm
they-
excited to see what it. I
Did they
trust in
actually
that
say
developer.
it was going to be exclusivity, or they just announced for the PS4?
They just said PS4,
Okay.
but it's
Yeah.
nice to know they're working on something. They're a team. I've always liked their games. So
I think, by the way, in unrelated news, there was a big PlayStation 4 event going on where they asked a couple journalists to go, and I'm pretty sure that they've shown some new games. Have you seen the video of Colin Moriarty from IGN with Vince talking about PS4 games? They talk about indie, but there's definitely more because he was way too happy in that video. I think there's going to be some news coming either pretty soon or E4 that we should be excited about?
Maybe they
E4.
gotta- maybe
E3.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think
E4
they had an extra
2014.
three.
maybe they got to play the order.
Most likely.
I mean, I
would
know
say.
they've seen it. They've seen it before, beside or behind closed doors. But I think they maybe actually got to play it this time. And they might have been happy because I know they got to play Infamous. Those bastards.
I know those.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, those lucky bastards.
So there's definitely things brewing, and I'm pretty sure there's stuff as well from Microsoft right now that they're working on. Speaking of Microsoft, what do we have about Halo?
I don't know. David knows.
Okay, no, I know, but I'll have Miles.
say it.
We know.
Okay, so the voice
Voice
actor
actor.
for Master Chief,
Steve Downs.
Steve Downs.
Do your best impersonation of Master Chief right now.
Yes, sir. I need a weapon. I can't do it.
What
I
was
don't
that?
have his loud. I don't have his deep voice.
I hope you wipe your nose.
I need a weapon. But anyway, so he went on to say that yes, that Halo 2 anniversary is coming out.
Correction. He didn't mean it that way, and he came out with an apology because he said there's no. He's like, don't expect Halo 5 this year. I guarantee it's most likely going to be next year. So it makes more sense for them to have Halo 2 come out. Like, he reiterated his statement because people are getting on him. And he's like, oh, no, my bad. I wasn't trying to confirm it. I actually don't know, but it might happen.
He pretty much did all but confirm.
He kind of confirmed it, and then he had to reinstate himself.
It's kind of like the PlayStation guy when they announced Gran Turismo. He's like, well, we have Last of Us, and then we have Grand Theft Auto and Gran Turismo. Wait, I never said Gran Turismo.
Either way, I'm pretty sure that
Yeah,
for the
come
rumors that
on,
Halo 2 is
come
coming
on.
out. Halo 2,
And then
yeah.
Steve Downs says it. I mean, come on.
I mean, why wouldn't you just want to say it?
And then Microsoft came out and said something because they questioned them about telling him to reiterate himself. And they're like, well, we're just still letting you know that your Halo journey on Xbox One begins 2014. It's like, man, stop pulling our chains. We all
We
want
already
Halo
know.
2. We all want it. We all know.
Well, it's at the point where it doesn't really matter if it's Halo 2 or if it's Halo 5. Any Halo would be fine in the console this year.
In Halo 2, I mean, there's a lot of people. I think the majority would rather have that than Halo 5.
Just because, like Miles was saying, they want more development time for Halo 5.
You know what? What would be kind of a letdown though? If they're trying to hide this, saying that it could be Halo 5 and then coming 3 and everything's like, oh, it's gonna be Halo 5 and they show Halo 2. I bet some people will be like, but I thought it was gonna be Halo 5.
Unless, and then all they got to do is, well, we normally do a 3-year iteration, and we want that extra year to make it pretty good.
And then they announced Peggle 3.
Is that already out?
Peggle 2.
Ah.
Numero dos.
That was the best
What's
part
those
of
mean?
E3. Two.
Oh, I didn't
You
know
remember that part in
I'm
E3
kidding.
where the dude, he's like, and one more thing, Peggle 2. He like jumps and slams on the ground. I was like, whoa. this
And
guy
everybody's
is-
all quiet. There's like crickets going on. Just like, am I watching Daffy Duck on stage? What's going on?
That's what they wanted you to think.
I mean, that's cool.
That's good. I like that.
There's some PlayStation news I was going to mention. I forgot it.
Can I say this before you remember it?
Sure.
No, I
good
won't
news.
remember it. You're fine,
This is
buddy.
for all you Star Wars fans. Star Wars 7 begins shooting mid-May through September.
That's some good
And
news.
Billy D. Williams comes back as Lando Calrissian.
The only black guy in... Well, never mind. There was Mace Windu. Wasn't
Yeah,
there?
I was going to
But
say.
he
I was
dead.
like,
He dead, man.
no, he said he's not dead.
Mace
Mace
Windu's not
Windu's dead.
No, they
dead.
never confirmed
Yeah.
it.
He could come back.
He just fell out a window and he
Never
we don't
came
know
back.
how- Yeah, he's probably Boba Fett the whole time.
Oh.
That was a joke, guys. Don't get all serious face on me. Everybody just kind of give me a
You
stare
know-
like, really?
You know,
Into
you know
places.
those Star Wars fans, they attack you like
I
no other.
understand.
They're
Who shot
no
first?
mercy.
Who shot first?
I hope it's from reading the books. I hope it's I can't remember what war it is, but you get to see Luke's son and Leia's son, and it's pretty good.
Well, either way, this
Some of the books are not
this
canon.
shows that, or at least it shows that they have their cast. They have their cast already set up. Hopefully, I'm hoping that they're still not casting
Mhm.
and saying like, "Oh, we still haven't found our main protagonist."
I don't
I
think
hope.
I don't think so. If they're gonna start filming in May through September, they've got some groundwork done, like at least casting.
Yeah, but they're keeping it hush hush. Like J.J. Abrams not saying anything.
Well, dude,
George
I bet
Lucas obviously not saying anything, and they just, I guess, they want to have everyone kind of look at it with no expectations, basically.
that's a smart idea because so many people are upset that they're even making a 7th one,
And it's
so
Disney.
many people are happy that they're making the 7th one. But then Disney's making it, so you're kind of like,
But then again, Disney has always come out with good movies. I don't know about them.
Frozen.
Frozen was great.
Never
I
seen
haven't,
it.
I haven't seen
I haven't
that.
seen it
Neither
either.
have I.
I like Tangled that recently.
Let's go watch it, Miles.
All right, yeah, we'll hold hands. It'll be cute.
No, we don't have to hold hands. We
Let
can
it
share popcorn though.
go.
Okay.
Let it go.
You buy the drink.
So is that it for news?
No, we have
We
one
got-
more that We have a few.
Oh, hold up a second. I got one right now.
Okay.
It kind of involves with a lot of gaming. I don't know if Miles have heard about this, or if any of you guys have heard about this. How Comcast wants to buy Time Warner Cable, I think, or Time Warner Internet. So basically, it'll unite both of them and create this mega powerful internet connection that is basically going to screw us all up.
Why?
Because they could charge those two are the
lot.
biggest ones right now, and if they get together, they could do whatever the hell they want because they would be able to dominate so much of the internet space that they could overcharge you if they want to.
Best. I don't think so. I hope
They can. It's all
They could-
business.
Yeah, so they're just expecting probably by the end of the year the regulations will say yes or no. This is kind of in a sense of what T-Mobile was going to do with AT&T.
Oh yeah. No, AT&T was going to buy T-Mobile.
Well, they were going to merge.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
AT&T was gonna buy
but
T-Mobile.
difference here was that was actually a bit better because their customer service and stuff like that, they are known to be better than Comcast and Time Warner. So
I'm on Google Fiber.
Google Fiber needs to expand. Heck, here in Utah, we have something called Utopia, and
I
if
haven't heard of that.
if you have them in your area, this one of their entry, I think, is like $40. You get like 100 Mbp down.
Is that the one that you weren't in the area? You're like,
yeah.
no.
That's like, dude, for 100 Mbp down, that $40. Miles, how much do you pay for the your download speed on your internet provider?
We're kind of lucky at my house because all my cousins, we all pitch in, so we pay for like $17 for like the 50 plus meg.
So look at that. So with this one, you would get 100 Mbp down and like 100 Mbp up with $40. And if you could get 1,000 for like $80. Damn you, Sumo Fiber! If you're listening to this, come to my house. I will pay you gladly.
All I want is Google Fiber because I've heard nothing but good things.
It's
over in
basically the
Provo.
same thing.
Yeah, but I don't
Because
know.
it uses the optic fiber internet.
But the cost wise, I don't know if it's any better or worse. Google Fiber, if it's more or less. But either way, I want one of those.
Yeah. Oh,
And I don't want Comcast. I don't want them to charge me $100 a month for.
Multi-Latino Max. So with that, let's go into the biggest news. David, lead us down this road. Smash Brothers.
No, that's for the topic.
Oh, dang! I wanted to get it out of the way.
No,
quickly.
fudge that.
Let's go to new releases. What's coming out this week?
No, remember we're gonna do one more that you just barely told me today.
Yeah.
So Funimation announced that they're that
Look
that
at this
they're
crap,
gonna
Miles.
they're gonna do
Listen
a
to this
premiere.
crap.
They're doing a premiere English dub of Attack on Titan in Boston Amicon or Anime.
Wait, when are they
Con.
starting
Boston
this?
Anime.
Boston.
Anime Boston. It's this week.
It's
This
right-
weekend.
It's right now.
And
Hold up.
this is the funny part.
the shit-
No!
Listen,
No!
This is the
No!
funny part. Listen.
listen. This is
No!
the funny part.
You're ruining.
No.
You're gonna ruin something.
So
No.
they say like cast revealed, or no, they say
Click on the link.
the crew revealed. Click on the link. They click on it. Just says cast revealed. It doesn't say anything.
Because they're gonna reveal it at this anime convention,
Yeah.
and the people that are gonna watch it is only gonna be there.
Do I need to get a Cricket soundboard on my phone right now?
That's exactly what I was. I was like,
Yeah,
why?
I was like, what?
What the?
So they didn't. So they haven't announced the cast or
Even though
anything
that was the
like
breaking news.
I'm pretty sure this is going to be something on Saturday because Anime Boston started Thursday. So nothing. No.
There's gonna be a
nobody
close-up
has
in the
announced
show.
So what do
anybody.
you guys think we might get it by May or June for a summer release?
No. I think
Yes.
fall.
Yeah,
Well,
at least part
Attack on
one.
Titan?
At least part one.
They haven't
It'll
announced
air
part
in
2.
fall?
We know there's a part 1.
You think it'll air in fall? Is what you're saying?
Oh, air?
Oh,
Yeah,
air-
well, like when we can actually see it.
they will air it
in
on
English.
Toonami. Toonami would do anything to get Attack on
Oh,
Titan.
it'll be on Adult Swim. It
Yeah.
has to be El Graphic.
Yeah,
I
that would-
guess.
that
But when
would
do you
be
guys
good.
think we'll see it?
I
on
would say
DVD
I would say
or
fall.
on TV?
In TV, I would say if they have
Fall.
the first part already dubbed, I would say either summer or fall.
Would you say late summer?
Yeah, because like with Sword Art Online, they started the dub like 2 or 3 weeks before they actually brought out the first DVD, right? Something like that on Toonami. And
That
so
was
I'm-
also Aniplex.
yeah, that was also Aniplex. But for Funimation, I'm guessing they could get the same deal with them that they can start releasing the episodes before the box sets come out.
We brought down Miles. He's all sad now.
I'm just nervous about who they're.
Tired.
I'm just nervous who they picked on for the
We're
voice
all
actors because there's some voice actors I hate and I hope they're not.
Dude, me and Miles are gonna go show those voice actors how it's done, right, Miles?
Show me El Milagro.
I need my
this is
subtitles right now.
This
It's called The Miracle.
So moving on.
Why couldn't you just say that?
It sounds cooler than Milagro.
In what?
okay.
Milagro.
I don't know. What that is.
This
Miracle.
is some stuff that
I'm gonna
you don't
kill
need to
you.
know what he's referring to. You don't need to know what he's referring to, but all right. So before we go, Diego, before we go to our main topics here, we're gonna go on a little break.
Well, are we going to talk about the new releases and stuff?
Oh, yeah, new
Let
releases.
me just go on the new releases real
Okay.
quick.
It's not that much.
For movies, Pompeii came out. The Wind
Next week. Next week's coming
next
out.
week.
Yes.
The Wind Rises.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
In Secret.
Oh,
The Wind Rises is the anime from
It's the Studio Ghibli.
Did
Did
you guys get my message? Joseph Gordon-Levitt's playing the lead role.
That's been known for a while, dude.
I didn't know.
I'm just playing. I'm gonna
didn't
take my
know.
niece to watch that show.
It's gonna be good.
Oh yeah.
And the animation's like old 50s style too.
Yep.
And the animation's actually pretty good. I've
I
seen
know
some
it looks
action
nice,
scenes
but the
on
style, the drawing
it.
style.
Yeah,
is
yeah.
like-
That's
In
Studio Ghibli for
Secret,
you.
I don't know what In Secret is. What is that?
I don't know.
Which one?
In Secret.
Oh, dang it! I knew about this. Just slipped my mind. I can't remember. You just keep going.
For music, I Killed the Prom Queen. Great band, metal
Really?
band.
Yeah,
heavy band.
they're good.
Beloved. That's the album.
Coming
Comes
out Tuesday.
Tuesday? Oh, yeah, that's good. Animates Dragon Ball Z Season 2.
Now this
You
is
got this pre-order, David, right?
yeah.
No.
This is the interesting part though, because we looked on Amazon. It says it's gonna come out February 18th,
Okay.
but there's these links that we saw that said that it was delayed until March,
March 4th, right?
March 4th, something like that. But nothing's been changed on Amazon, so that's
Okay.
what I'm saying. I don't know how.
We don't know. It might even come out a few weeks, guys.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it also depends. Sometimes they send stuff earlier than they're supposed
Or
to.
later.
But hey,
Or
on the
later
plus side,
sometimes,
it's
yeah, it
16
depends.
bucks right now.
That's cheap.
Yeah.
That's on
That's
the cheap. That's
and it
on
was
the
normally
cheap.
44 when me and David pre-ordered
And
it.
that's why
Oh.
that's why
That
he
was a
took off
discount.
he took off his pre-order to go
I
to
didn't.
Right Stuff.
I didn't.
Oh, you didn't?
Nope.
I
was
thought you were
smart.
going to.
No, because
just-
you told me about the date change, and then I didn't do crap.
Okay.
I remember something right now. I gotta get this off my chest. So remember last time you told me that Wagnaria, the season 2 came out,
Yeah,
and I went and I ordered it from Right Stuff because Amazon didn't had it yet.
I didn't know that.
Here we go, another one of these.
Hold up a
Yes.
second, no. And then they had other stuff on sale, so I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna pick that up."
Oh,
Now,
no, he spent too much money.
no, I didn't. I actually got a good deal, but
$500.
what happened? It
Good
was
deal.
like come Tuesday when it was gonna be released. I was like, okay, because it's not Amazon, they won't send me like the free 2-day shipping or stuff like that.
Yeah.
So a week passes by, I'm like, nothing, and I go and check the order, nothing, and this is why I didn't like Right Stuff, and I forgot about this. That they will hold unless specified, and they will charge you more, maybe like a couple bucks more, to send your items as they come available. So now what they're doing, they're waiting for the other stuff that I ordered to become available, and then they'll send me the stuff that
That's
I
some
pre-ordered.
bull
I'll
crap.
send it to you. That's stupid.
But
So
see,
yeah, because I checked on the email, but I mean, this is not their fault. Kind of.
Kind of.
I already knew about this, but they don't really specify it. I had to go through my account and go through that, and it says, your order is being held until your other order can be shipped. I was like, motherfudges. And
That's
then,
why you bundle the orders that you have that you know that are there. So it's.
but I didn't want any other things that were there. But regardless, so I just want people to know if they want to go to Right Stuff, they usually have better sales. Stuff like this might happen unless you specify otherwise, and you will have to pay a bit more.
on Amazon they have the same option too, but they tell you like, do you want us to bundle it or
Yeah.
send it now?
I know Amazon already knows me. They just send it right out.
We
what
know
kind
Jose.
of pencils do you have over there, by the way, buddy?
Oh, I got the Disney princesses right now.
Adorable.
Ooh, that's
It's,
the
pink
beautiful.
with
Jasmine all the
pencils.
way.
This is how you know I'm Hispanic. I sharpened it with a knife. As you could tell, it's all.
That's the Mexican way.
That is the Mexican way.
You imagine me at
All
school.
my friends would agree. All my Mexican
You imagine
friends.
Jose at school, like, I break. Oh, teacher, I broke it. Hold on a sec. I got my butcher knife right here.
I have friends that I know that do that.
How'd you get that past security? Oh, you know.
Oh, it's all good. Don't worry about it. Just
Tell him, puppy, tell him.
So that's with Right Stuff. What?
Are we good with everything now?
Yeah. so,
I wanted to make a mention real quick.
Okay.
Final
Okay.
Fantasy Returns came out.
Yeah, how you liking it?
I'm so disappointed in it.
Number 2 was
Really?
better, wasn't it?
2 is okay. As much as the 13 saga gets a lot of crap from fans, I loved 13 too.
It was a good
It
game.
was actually probably to be honest, this is my second favorite Final Fantasy game. My first was 10. 7's really good. I think it just has a lot of nostalgia because I was growing up and stuff.
Right,
When I go back to it, I'm like, yeah, this is good. But it was good at the time.
Mhm.
10 to me was the first one that made me really emotionally cry. 10 or 13 2 didn't make me cry, but I
Final
love
Fantasy
the
10.
characters and I love the
you're so
fighting
good.
schematics. Lightning Returns, it does something that I really, really hate, and I want to know you guys' opinions on
Okay.
this. You guys know in like MMOs where to rank up, you can get some from fighting guides, but usually you get your biggest rank ups from what? From quests.
Quest, yeah.
You go meet a guy, go find my dog, I
Do
give
X
you
thing.
1,000 points, now you get ranked up. Woo! I found a dog,
Right.
I ranked up. Not by killing bad guys, that. Lightning Returns, there's no ranking up from fighting enemies.
At all.
No,
Then what's the point of
not
playing
at
the
all.
game?
The only
Wow.
point of fighting bad guys is to get items
Well,
that they
sucks.
drop. The only way you can
Huh.
rank up is by doing quests. The first map has over about 25 side quests. Go find my lost cat.
Fetch.
Go find my pen. Go find my 2 missing books. Go look and find every clock tower. Make sure all the clocks are working. There's over 13 in that quest. Go talk to 4 people to find out about the story about a ghost, and go find each 4 ghosts. Which there's a time in Lightning Returns where there's a clock, a
Right.
24-hour clock, and there's a midnight and a daylight.
Uh-huh.
So you have to go talk to everybody at nighttime to talk about the ghost, and then you have to come back like an hour later and then go find all the ghosts. Hopefully you didn't forget about that quest. And this is how you rank up in the game. Not only that, the story, it's interesting, but Lightning is completely boring. Yes, she's sexy, she's nice to look at, blah, 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 but her character is boring. I'm just letting you guys know, like, I love the I actually am one of the fans that does like the universe, but this one, I like the universe. I want to know what's going on. I do, but I'm a really hard time pushing through. When I played 13-2, it was nonstop. I beat it in 2.5 days. This one, I'm like 4 hours in and 3 days, and I don't have a real urge to go pick it up.
It seems like you need a persona
And I
in your
spent
life.
$80 because I got the collector's edition guide.
That sucks. I mean, but battle system, though. How do you like in the battle system?
The battle system's the best I've ever played in a Final Fantasy game.
Okay. So it's just the leveling up is what's
The only
the problem.
problem is, as much as it's cool to do the fighting because it's
Mhm.
awesome,
You don't get anything from
the
it.
problem is I don't want to fight any bad guys to enjoy the fighting style because there's no point to fight the bad guys.
Unless you get items, and the items are probably not that good,
I'll
right?
let you know that there is some points, for items to get certain things or rank up. I won't go into all the details. There are some points to kill monsters, but it's not enough to where I want to go and, like, grind.
Mm-hmm.
The only way I want to
Yeah.
grind is side quests. And then the problem is you have 6 days to beat the game in its world. And that means I have to grind side quests in 6 days. You feel really rushed because
Right.
the clock is always showing you what's going on.
Seems like this is no Nino Kuni.
I'm not a fan, really. If I have to give it a rating, I'd probably give it a 5 Chibis, guys, out of 10.
No Majora's Mask.
It's a leave it.
13-2, I'd probably give it 9 Chibis. That's the difference.
That's a solid game, which I have on the collector's edition.
Anyway, just let you guys know because we
course you
mentioned
do.
it last week, and I just wanted to mention I got it, and then just I'm gonna continue through. It just might be a while.
Okay.
Probably gonna get Last of Us this weekend.
which I have played.
Don't you really?
Yes.
How awesome is it?
I haven't. I only played 30 minutes of it. I haven't beat
How
it.
awesome was the 30 minutes?
As he licks his lips.
As he licks his chops.
Ooh, naughty dog.
Shalololololo.
You naughty people.
Tell him, papi, tell
I
him.
won't give you any spoilers. This is turning out to be really, really good. And just like The Last of Us, it starts out a way I didn't expect it to. I just leave it at that. If you have a PS3, if you play The Last of Us, go pick it up. If you haven't
That's the reason to pick up a PS3 again.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Dude, again, how that Left Behind, that's the DLC, how it starts, mind blowing.
Are you playing with the PS4 controller?
Nah.
I don't know how you play with that piece of crap PS3 controller.
I just go.
I don't know how you use that controller.
It's my go-to second weapon now. It's not my primary.
It's my boomerang. When I get angry, it's my stress plastic. I just throw it at the wall.
That's a good.
I'm having a bad day. Throw it at the wall.
That's a good plastic. It's still working.
That's not a classic.
No, I said plastic.
Oh,
In unrelated news, I haven't charged them for a while, and they still have full charge.
and your PS4 controller? Probably charged it last night.
I didn't turn it on last night.
Oh, okay.
No, but again, Miles, go download that. Put Final Fantasy aside. Download that game. You will enjoy it.
It's $15, right?
There's so much
Yeah.
going on for this
I had it in the season
weekend.
pass.
That's what I mean.
Titanfall.
It's like low news but big subjects.
Yep.
I'm gonna beat that game. Oh, I'm gonna beat that game.
How many hours was it?
I think it's only people said that you could beat it in like 3 hours. So I mean, it's good, and it's,
Yeah.
it's so good, so good, so good,
With that,
so good,
Are we gonna take a break?
we're going to take a break.
so
We'll be back. Enjoy the music that we'll play.
so good,
Okay.
so good.
Get up there and put 'em up. I am the Iron Bunny. I hate losing. I know it's gonna be so awesome. I love fun things. I'm on it. I'm staying here in Cloudville where everything's awesome. It needs to be about 20% cooler. take out the adorable trash. Yes, it's all true. Not cool. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh!
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah!
To the 8-town stomp. Okay, we're good.
We're good.
We're back.
Sorry
All
about that. We had to say goodbye to our buddy Miles. He had to go take care of some things. It is Valentine's Day, so
Lucky Beaster.
what a bastard.
Forever Alone Club. Pound it, you guys.
Pound it.
Pound it. Not in that sense. Brohu for you, Diego.
No
All
clomping.
Let's get to our main topics. David.
So the first one comes from Jose. So an article came
we
out.
should go with another one. I think this might take a while. Do the Smash ones first.
Okay.
Nintendo Direct.
Okay, so
Yes.
Nintendo. Okay, so we have three. Okay, so we're gonna go with Nintendo Direct first. So Nintendo Direct had one yesterday,
Boom.
and there was tons of news. I'll get to the main one that I want to talk about at the end. But the
Obviously.
first one, so the things that they talked about, they focus a lot on the 3DS. If you saw,
Surprising.
yeah, obviously,
That's their money.
and there's some games that they're kind of like,
Ace Attorney.
yeah, Ace Attorney looked good. There was another one. There was an RPG one, a puzzle one. What was it called?
Puzzle
So-
Quest RPG.
Yeah, that looked good.
the
Sure.
reverse.
And then they came out with this
Oh,
thing
man.
called Bat and Switch. So basically,
Bait and
it's
switch?
and it's called Bat and Switch. I think.
Oh, weird.
You know. Yeah,
It's
you know
Nintendo.
names.
But so basically they're saying that you can kind of talk your way out of paying less for your games, like for
Okay.
downloadable games. So if it's like $4, you can like talk.
So this actually
and
affects
discuss.
like the real.
Yeah, how
Real
much
downloadables?
you actually pay.
Okay.
And they didn't say how much it can go down, but they said you can get it down to a certain percentage or something. So
70% or something.
I was like, that's
So
cool.
it's kind of like a debate
Yeah.
game
That's tight.
that affects downloadable games.
Yes.
That's sweet.
I don't know if it's for all of them or if just certain
For
ones.
some ones.
But that one, they talked about the Wii U getting Game Boy Advance games on the Wii U on their downloadable shop. They also talked about
eShop.
their eShop. They also talked about bringing all these retro games from Super Nintendo and
Hey, that's going to make
Nintendo.
them a lot of money because it's turning into
They
an
said-
ultimate
yeah.
console.
Cool thing about that is I have for the Wii when I had the Wii before I gave it to my brother, I had downloaded Super Mario World and Super Metroid, and I went back to check this out just recently because
Your account lets you re-download it?
yeah, but you have to pay, but it's a reduced price. I think I paid $1.69 for each. So if you had it download before, you only pay like $1. So I mean, they're still making a little bit more money. It should have been free, but whatevs, you know.
But the only thing that's bothering me is it sounds like you're not gonna have you're gonna run out of space because doesn't the Wii U only have like 32 gigabytes?
Yeah, but those games are like pimp size.
Like
yeah,
megabytes?
They're
and
small, yeah.
especially
Like 200 megs?
They're way small.
if they're the Nintendo ones,
Yeah,
then there's
they're way small. And then remember, you could always plug the external hard drive to the Wii U.
yeah.
So
that's
that's
a
it.
good thing.
Yeah.
Oh, so
And-
that's I didn't know that. So
Yeah.
now I know.
And then also they released a new trailer for Bayonetta 2, which looks
Did you
really
miss
really
it?
good. I'm really excited for that game.
Did you play the first one?
I played half of it at Paul's house.
Okay.
It's a good game.
Yeah, I played on
It looks
the
good.
on the 360.
I kind of I really wish the Wii U would have been Blu-ray disc because you can see that they can't push it as hard as
Right.
it should be.
Yeah.
That's the only downside to me.
Well, they decided to either go Blu-ray or go with the gamepad. Obviously, you saw their choice.
Oh.
Did you see that on the Tropical Freeze?
Yes.
Oh
I
yeah,
was gonna mention that.
that's another one. You can mention it, Jose.
The game sucks. Let's move on.
What?
No, well, Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze is a new game platform that's going to come out. One of the things, if you have a Wii U, is that if you know this, is that it'll sometimes, depending on the game, it'll replicate what's on your TV screen on the gamepad screen. Now, with Tropical Freeze, the title screen shows up in the Wii U gamepad. But when you start playing it, it just goes dark.
No, it dims to black.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it's
just
dark.
goes
It's not on. It's basically
Well,
not
it
on.
could be.
It could be.
It could be on, but just showing black things. But the thing is, swish and a miss. The thing is that's weird is that if they could do that, then what's the point of using the gamepad for that game at least?
So they said this. And they referred back to 3DS. The 3DS,
Yeah.
their whole gaming thing was like you can turn the 3DS. Not every game looks good in that way.
Yeah.
That's why you can switch it on and off. So a lot of people were saying this is probably a good move for Nintendo, or a bold move, not having this game have it project on the screen at both. Either you can have it on the gamepad screen or you can have it on your TV, but not both. And they're saying if they can do that, they can push more specs into the TV or something like that. Theoretically, they can.
They should.
And so, and like they said, not every game needs to have the gamepad. Not on the DS. Like not every game uses the function of it.
Of the touchscreen?
Yeah.
Of the touchscreen. Like there's tons of stuff like that. And so they're saying if they can do these bold things like this, then maybe they can look into, like I said, pushing the specs.
Well, obviously,
more.
Smash Bros. Won't have the.
Yeah,
touchscreen
Smash Bros. Has been confirmed. They're not going to use the gamepad at all.
I don't see any advantage for it.
Because Sakura he said constantly that he is using the Pro Controller for Smash Bros. That's his whole focus on.
Yeah.
So the gamepad, it's not going to have anything on there.
Also, I just remember this since I was playing Super Metroid. There's something that maybe some people want to know. So I don't have an HDMI splitter, but I run everything to my the console in my home theater, and that only has limited amounts of HDMI. So I usually unplug my PS3 and plug it into the Wii. Now this is funny. I thought it would work. Now I turned on my Wii, and on my Wii U, it wasn't connected. My PS3 was connected, so I was like, I'll just play on the gamepad. So I just plug in my headphones, and sound should come out. Doesn't come out. It needs to be connected, I think, to the receiver for it in order to sound to come out. I was like, wait, what? No, I know, that's what I thought. Video comes out, but I plugged in my headphones, sound didn't come out. I plugged in another headphone, sound didn't come out. I was like, okay. And I went to check and make sure I turned off the volume, and the volume was up and no sound.
That's weird.
I know.
Disappointment.
Hopefully, they, like I said, maybe Nintendo
I don't think
doesn't.
nobody knew about that.
I don't think Nintendo knows about. So go complain to them, and hopefully they'll fix it.
I think this is one of the last
Nintendo Wii U too.
I think it's one of the last home consoles
For Nintendo?
Yeah,
I think they're
they
gonna
should
go
just
for one more.
I think they have one more.
They have one more at least.
Not those fitness ones, but like a legit console.
Yeah.
They'll have one more
I
legit
think
console.
if they have one more, they should just go all out, make it like
The Beast.
a beast for the.
And if they do
competitors.
that and it sells great, then that's not going to be their last
There's not-
console.
See, here's the thing again that we go back to what I was saying in previous podcasts is they could do that, but if they're not games that hardcore people are gonna buy, if the developers are not gonna there to support them. Now, granted, if they have a better spec machine, they could do more stuff with it, with current gen and stuff like that. But the developers, the third party developers, is what's hurting Nintendo right now a lot.
And like I said, they can bring it back with the first party. I mean, because they have great first party that's been there forever.
They have to work at it a lot harder just so that they can make good revenue. On
And
the Wii
what
U.
I'm saying is that I think they will. I don't know how great it will be, how great a comeback it would, but they will make enough to
David,
where.
let's make a bet right now. I say Wii U sales probably tops PlayStation 4 and Xbox One when Smash Brothers comes out, but the month after or even the week after, like it'll die out.
I think the month after. No,
So
I'll give it 3 months.
Three months? You think that it'll outsell PS4 and
No.
Xbox
No,
One?
no. I'm saying that it will have a steady, like really good sell for 3 months. Beating it out, I don't think so. I think it.
So you don't think they will beat it out even?
in the first month? In the
Okay.
first month, the Smash comes out. Yeah.
Okay, look,
it's gonna
this is
beat
what
out
I believe
for sure.
I think it'll beat it out for the first month. This is my prediction. I feel like Smash will come out in maybe October,
Okay.
early November, late October, early November, and then Christmas will come around, and then it'll skyrocket too.
Okay.
Like I said, if they do a bundle with that one,
So
That's
let's
it.
make a bet then.
And also, if you've been seeing on any news, is whenever a big game comes out for Nintendo, they usually make a bundle anyways for the 3DS.
Right.
So they're doing a Yoshi's 3DS version, which
It
looks
looks cool.
So they might have a Smash one, and if they come up with a Smash one, I'm gonna buy the Smash 3DS.
the 3DS, and they'll have a Wii U one probably because
So-
they have a Wii U bundle for Tropical Freeze.
How about we make the bet then that it will? We all agree that it will probably most likely outsell in the first month. So let's see. We have to see how sell wise go in the next 3 months after that.
It'll drop.
So you say it'll drop.
I believe it'll drop. It'll do good for the first 3 months for one,
But then
one
it'll
quarter,
just drop?
for 1 quarter, and then it'll just drop.
Okay, and you
That's my whole thing was it's going to be steady for 3 months. Like
and
it's
then
gonna
drops.
I think it is gonna drop. Hopefully, what I'm hoping and what I'm betting
then
on is
next
that
year-
it won't skyrocket down,
Okay.
but it will just kind of go like this,
Kind of plateau.
Yeah,
so-
and
Because
then
people
maybe
will-
plateau. Hopefully,
Okay.
my dream is that it plateaus,
Okay.
but my prediction is that it will slowly start coming down.
Like the
Not
only
a
way-
not a rapid drop.
The only like this is what's gonna get the Wii U to get some boosts in sales is Mario Kart in May,
Okay.
Tropical Freeze, a little bit,
Bayonetta 2 because a lot of
Bayonetta 2,
people
Maybe.
Smash Bros.
Smash Bros. Definitely.
The
Mario Kart,
Hyrule,
Smash
the
Bros.
Hyrule Warriors, because some people were actually
Maybe.
excited for that. Legend of Zelda, a new
Zelda
Legend of
Zelda Wii U is gonna sell great.
This year.
I don't know.
Next
Whenever
year.
it comes out, it's gonna sell out great.
I'm gonna say higher up in
Okay.
in Wii U
So
sales.
how about we make this the bet then? I'm gonna have to go into the books and find out how much they have sold so far, and then we'll talk more about this off the air. But if they don't sell a certain number of consoles, I'll buy you guys a pizza, and if they underperform that, then you guys buy me a pizza.
Okay.
that works?
That's
Okay,
fine.
Sounds good.
All
And
right.
related news then, Smash Brothers.
Related news. Well, I'll just
Well, hold on.
mention one more thing. They also showed their RPG for
X.
X. That looks really
What's
cool.
X?
It's from the Xenoblade that they did for the Wii, which actually was a good game.
Okay.
Did they say it was like Xenoblade? They said
It's
they,
the same. It's the same stuff.
but
Same
it
developer
looks
and all
it
that.
looks really good. Again, they don't have
Release date?
a release date. It just says 2014.
You don't have to worry about it. This is
Yeah.
no Sony, The Last Guardian, freaking Studio Japan that never comes out.
Yeah, it looks really good. Like
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of RPG games, but this one has intrigued me a lot.
You
so I
guys should
really wanna
try
play
it. You guys should definitely try Xenoblade because that's
I've
the
heard
same
of
game.
Xenoblade.
That's the same game.
That one too.
Well, not the same
I
game,
have
but
the one for PS2, so I didn't like it.
the Wii, the one on the Wii got high praise.
Okay, then I'll have to try it out.
You try it out.
Like
And then-
Muramasa.
Yeah.
And then
that's
they
a good
also they showed the last, well, not the last, but one of more recent Mario Kart trailer of Mario Kart 8. It still looks beautiful, looks really good.
The gameplay looks sick. Like it has
Release
a high
date.
replay.
Release date May 30th.
There you go.
No,
Also,
May
you
30th.
You can be the Koopas. Like the
Yeah, they
remember
showed the new
bosses, Like
Koopas.
in Mario Brothers 3, when you beat the bosses in each of the flying ships,
Right.
you can be the Koopas.
All of them.
Yeah, all of them. They're all 8 of them are there. That's cool. I like it.
Get the Koopas out of here.
Why you gotta be like that?
Like I said, my favorite Mario Kart game is the 64 one. I
That
love that
was
one.
I like Double Dash. I think that was tight.
That was okay, but my favorite 64.
Obviously,
holy
obviously.
crap, man! That nobody has been able to reach that level of gameplay.
What was funny was David was telling me when they aired that and they were ending it,
Mm-hmm.
he's like, "Where's the Smash?" Because he started watching the stream late.
I watched
You
it
were
late.
crapping your pants.
I was so pissed, and then I went back and I saw finally the video.
Mm.
So
Guess
in
who's
case,
obviously people, if you aren't on our Facebook page,
Or any
who
news
was
sites.
announced. Cool way in like the video animation of it is Tekken Cross Street Fighter, right?
Reminiscent, yeah.
Reminiscent of that, and the music, the nostalgia, and the green, the pink jumpsuit. Little Mac joins the fight. Finally.
Punches in.
punches in, Diego.
Punches in.
And okay, so the trailer
What
is
is Lil Mac from?
Little Mac is from the
Mike
original Mike
Tyson's
Tyson's
Punch
Punch-Out.
Oh yeah.
And then they made a kind of a remake on the Wii, just called
The Wii was good though.
I
Punch Out
think it was called just Punch Out, yeah.
or Wii Punch Out, whatever.
And then so you see the trailer. The trailer looks, again, with any trailer for any news character, they want to make him look great, and
Yes.
he does.
Flawless.
He looks amazing.
He looks a little OP. I'm not saying he's overly, but just for the trailer, they want to make him look at his best,
Mhm.
and they're gonna show one of his
Except
flaws.
when he's standing next to Samus.
Yeah, and he just punches her and she
His
gets
KO.
KO'd. And that is a real move. Not the one when he hits Samus, but near the end of the trailer, he has this little gauge meter that when it fills up, it says KO. And it's his special move. He's just a normal B. And if you hit him, that's a KO. That's
Instant
a kill
KO.
move.
Yep.
Instant death. It's like Marth's smash
Mhm.
attack. If he hits him,
Royce.
Marth.
Royce attack is insta KO. Martha's not.
in Melee.
No, in Brawl.
And Brawl Marth is not a KO.
His smash? I'm
His
talking about
B?
his smash. No. I'm talking about his smash.
Okay.
Like the only instinct, like 100% KO that I remembered was Marth smash, and if he hits you, that's an instant KO.
At any level.
That's Marth?
Yeah.
Yeah, from what I've seen.
I don't remember this.
That's if you use the smash ball.
We're
About.
talking about Smash Ball. He didn't use a Smash Ball.
What the hell are you talking? We're talking about actual moves here, boy. We're not talking
But I'm
about the
saying
Smash.
that, no, but I'm saying I've
Final
never
Smash.
seen
That's what you're talking about.
Final Smash. But I'm saying I've
The
never
Smash
seen.
attack. I was like, what the frick? I've been
Sorry,
using Marth
my
Run.
bad. No, so I'm saying the only KO like guaranteed KO that I've ever seen is Marth's final smash.
Right.
That's the one that I've ever seen.
Yeah, but this is not a final.
But this is not a
smash.
fight. This is just a special move.
Yeah,
His final smash is just huge and kind of hulkish.
It's what he does in the Wii Punch
so
Out.
I'll like in his power up move, kind of like Roy's power up move, where you just charge it and then when you release it at the top, at the peak, at the peak of the
when
moment,
you when you
kill
see it, if you're not talking about other video games but Nintendo characters, Little Mac is kind of a mix between Marth and Captain Falcon, where he has like his parry and then he has a charge B and then he has kind of Captain Falcon's movesets in a little bit.
I'll break it down for you guys right now. Little Mac is gonna be a speed character, of course.
Yeah.
His power level is gonna be
Over 9,000.
I walked right into that one. It's gonna be medium to high. I would say his power output would probably be around the likes of Marth when you're not hitting in the tip of the sword. He doesn't seem to have that much power unless they already built their meter. Now, with this said, I would almost but guarantee that his air game is not.
Oh yeah,
really
you
good.
already saw it. He did his up B. He only went up like a foot.
Yeah, like
He couldn't even grab the ledge. He's like,
I just fall straight down.
so I'm saying he's gonna be the new Meta Knight. I feel,
I don't
but
think
just
so.
not good with the air.
he's not an area, but then that's
Well, that's what
downside.
Meta Knight. That's what make Meta Knight so good.
That's what I mean. But this one, his punches, like I said, they may not be strong, but I'm pretty sure he can connect them.
His combos
without-
are quick.
yeah,
if you
his
see the
combos will be
video
really
with
quick.
his first intro video when he goes into the ring with Bowser, he hits him and then he rolls, hits him, and then rolls again. Like it was a quick.
Like
So-
with him being so quick and his punches being quick, I mean, maybe they don't give too much damage to him, but you can keep them in that state where they can't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
And so
So did Nintendo finally listening to me and they put in a character that fights more like a regular fighting game
Yeah.
where I could actually
You know
combo
what's cool
people?
that I like about him too is I guess he looks kind of like a heavy character too when he jumps.
I don't.
Because when you see Mega Man shoot at him, he jumps, but he barely does like a little hop.
Well, what I was telling to David, if you look at the video, Mega Man does his Mega Buster, right?
Yeah,
Which
fully
is
charged.
fully charged, which is basically the same size as Lil Mac. Now, Lil Mac in this part of the video, he's running straight towards Mega Man, and then he shoots it. And right when he's like a couple feet in front of the Lil Mac, the Mega Buster, he does do this little jump, which basically evades the Mega Buster and then goes on to hitting Mega Man. Now, what I told David, my take on that is that that's his B move, and it is a dodge attack move.
It looks more like Captain Falcon's
Sakurai
forward
said
B.
that his B move
Yeah.
is the charge one.
That's his B. No, I said forward B.
Oh, his forward B.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His
So in his forward B, he'll cover a little distance while getting some type of invisibility or dodging the attack completely, and then going into straight into attack mode.
And see, this is the thing that kind of scares me is if that is true, if that is his side B, when you see him hit Mega Man, there's almost no lag time from when he hit the ground and started going again to Mega Man. And so if that is his side B, that's going to be...
Or his side B could
ridiculously-
be just the little skip,
It could
like
be...
a dodge, not the attack. Then you have to attack like running air or forward air, whatever.
And then
the thing is though is this is a video. This isn't really. I believe it's not actual gameplay. Like it's gameplay, but it's not finished.
It's what they call vertical slice. They try to
Yeah.
make it
They
look
just
the
want-
best for what they're going to
it's
show.
just with every character. Like Rosalina, the people thought she was OP, but I'm pretty sure they're just showing you.
I
the
didn't
best
think
of-
Wii Fit Trainer was OP at all. Let me tell you that much.
No, but that she didn't have her own trailer. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Mega Man had his own trailer at the very end. It was strictly Mega Man.
He got beat up though.
Yeah, but he showed you what he could
Yeah,
do.
they showed him like what happens when he gets mad.
And
He
then,
brings
like,
out
Who else had a trailer? Rosalina, Mega Man,
Sonic.
Sonic.
I told you,
He
Sonic
didn't
has
get
a
his own
trailer.
trailer, though.
Yeah, he has his own trailer.
Joined the trailer. I don't think he was. He had. His
Yeah,
own.
it wasn't
He
like
has
a
his own-
separate trailer though.
He has his own trailer. It says it plays a Sonic song. It focuses all on Sonic.
We'll
It
have to watch
shows
this later.
it shows the new Sonic stage from Sonic Lost World. So
Well, Sonic's like
Anyways.
B character. I
Well,
wouldn't
do you
care
think-
less.
Hey,
I'm
hold
clicking
question.
that
Do you
video.
think Sonic his one of his outfits will be Sonic Boom?
Most likely. DLC.
no, I don't want hipster Sonic.
Oh, and they also showed one of his alternate costumes for Little Mac. He's kind of looks like a reggae hipster dude.
What?
Where did you see this?
I was on like Smash on Facebook. I'll look it up.
I guarantee that's
I'll
a
share it.
fake one. But in any case, Lil Mac seems like he's gonna be a good entry to the Smash Brothers universe, this is the type of characters that even though a lot of people already speculated and wanted him to join, this is the type of character that I want to see more of when Sakurai announces new characters, stuff like Lil Mac and stuff like
So just newcomers.
Mega Man. Well, good choices.
Newcomers to the old games.
Okay, so
from an old
It doesn't
series.
matter if it's a newcomer or maybe a returning, like Roy could return. That'd be cool. But, I mean, again, Wii Fit Trainer, seriously? Villager? I'm like, okay, the
Villager
Villager
looks good though. He
looks good, but I was like, oh, come on, man. You could do something a little bit better than
I
that.
think what Jose's main
I want better
his main
characters.
concern
Damn it.
his main concern is Villager and the Wii Fit Trainer. There's nothing like special to them. The Villager is a villager. That's him. Wii Fit Trainer is a Wii Fit Trainer that has no face.
Yeah.
And the Villager has no name.
He's the
Basically,
Villager.
It's the Villager. That's why they have their names. And so, if I understand Jose correctly, your whole problem is that these are just like generic characters that have nothing toward has nothing that
It's
you
not like,
remember.
wow,
of the
look
game.
at that Mario versus Sonic. Oh, look at that Mario versus the Villager. The fudge is that?
Yeah, like yeah.
And granted, that's how it was when Marth and Roy and I came into play. Not that many
because
people
nobody
knew
knew
about it.
Fire
And
Emblem.
the
but
same
they
with
had
NES.
their game. They were
There was that niche people that knew about it.
yeah. They're the They were the
But on
protagonists of
top
the
of
game.
that, they had the cool features. Like they looked cool and they were swordsmen.
The
whereas
Villager.
Villager's triangle.
You
now
don't
is
think
kinda-
he looks cool? Huh?
No, he looks gay.
He'll plant you and throw a tree on you?
No, see,
But I'm saying this. You know, he
they
has
showed
so many. He has so many decisions to make.
yeah, but
I mean, there's probably reasons why he chose Villager, why he chose Wii Fit Trainer, and
Yeah, because they're coming out with new games on the Wii U platform.
they're
that's
coming.
why.
Yeah, they are. But
Bastards.
I mean, that's
Sakurai, you
so
know,
he has to mix in like what people want and then what probably Nintendo's telling him to put in.
Nintendo, you guys suck.
I mean,
if Nintendo's telling him to put in something, they'd have put in Captain Falcon or some other.
this
people.
is the thing. Though, even though he's not been confirmed, that doesn't mean that he's not in the game.
Right. In which case, I told this to David, I will boycott Smash Brothers if Captain Falcon is. Now, Captain Falcon is not my main character that I use. He's the funnest character I use. I love playing as him. If he's not in the game, I will boycott this game, but I'm pretty sure that he will be in the game.
Yeah, and like I said, like some of the original 12 characters have not been announced till the very end of the game.
Yeah.
Prime example, Yoshi. Yoshi is always.
Yoshi, I could give
He's
two
always
rats
announced-
of.
I don't care, but I'm saying like he's the original 12,
Right.
The original 8, not even unlockable. He's the original 8. He's always been announced like at the very end, like the month before it comes out. And so I would say don't be worried too much about the original 12. I'm pretty sure they're slated like they're coming out.
So two things.
They have a solid state and they have a solid slot in the game.
Two things before we probably move on. Do you think there's gonna be more new characters?
I think at least 3 more.
New, like brand new to
So,
Smash.
well, I think there's gonna be like a maybe 10 or under, but they're gonna show us before the game comes out. Maybe 3 new characters before the game
entering
comes out.
Smash.
That they're
never
gonna
been
show
Smash.
us on the website.
Right,
Like,
right.
yeah, three brand new characters
Okay.
that have never been in it, but that are Nintendo franchises.
Well, let's see. Brawl. Okay, so Melee only had like maybe 8, I think.
Sure.
8 new ones, and then Brawl had tons, like 12 or 13. I can't remember how many new ones, but they had. But I know Sakurai, again, he stated his focus is not adding more characters. If there's characters cut, it's because of he wants to focus more on the gameplay.
So do you think they're gonna cut some people?
I'm thinking that they'll switch
Wario's
out
gonna cut?
characters. I think they're gonna switch out characters.
Okay.
Cut Wario. Wario's a faggot.
Whoa.
Let's hey
Shoot.
hey.
Take out Fox or Wolf, one of those two.
F you, dude. Fox is tight.
I-
And so is Falco. Oh,
They're
Wolf.
gonna put in Slippy.
They're
for
basically
Wolf.
the same. Yeah, change something out on that. Get rid of stuff that are people.
Wolf is a different moveset.
Not that much.
I have David up with Wolf.
It doesn't make anything
He's
on
saying
the
that they're,
moveset.
they're closer
know.
to being clones. But anyway,
Like Luigi is different from Mario now.
he's enough. He's different enough that it.
The only thing that's the same is his B, and then it's just shoot straight instead of going down.
Yeah. But so David,
So I would
do you
say
think they're gonna put more people on?
I agree with Diego's count. That's going to be around 10. 10 new, brand new
Diego said
characters.
3.
Oh, 3?
He's gonna
He's gonna announce
No.
10 characters total, but 3 are gonna be brand new.
3. I'm going to say 2.
Like,
2
3
brand new.
brand new.
2. I'm going
to
to
the
say they're going to
franchise.
he's going to announce 2 brand new ones before the game comes out.
Okay.
And then the rest for March I think for March and April he's going to have
I think
newcomers
they-
and
I
I
think
think in May for when Mario Kart comes out he's going to release someone else either from Mario or from someone who's in
Entering the fray, the Mario Kart racing scene.
I
Get
think-
the fudge out of here,
Waluigi.
sucker! Right?
No,
No,
I
the
think-
Mario Kart steps in,
No.
races in.
I think I don't think they're gonna show somebody for March because Lucario was announced in midway of January, so this is too early.
Okay.
It
I
doesn't
don't
matter. He announced two, he's been announcing 2 characters a month basically. In December he announced Toon Link. No, who was it? Zelda and
Rosalina.
Rosalina. And then in January he announced Lucario and Day-to-Day.
Not Day-to-Day, it's DDD.
It's Day-to-Day.
It even says in the game, King DDD.
Yeah, in Japan it's Day-to-Day.
Oh, you just got told and you didn't know how to get out of it.
I still tell you, it's right. Either way.
Anyways.
In Espanol, es de.
But anyway, so overall, what did you think of the Nintendo Direct? Whether you saw it or not,
I saw it.
From the information and from what they released, was it good? Was it a good start out for them? Was
No,
it okay?
it wasn't a good start out. The only thing that made it good
Smash
was
Brothers.
Smash and what's that game?
He doesn't
X?
remember.
Bayonetta and X.
Bayonetta and
Those
X,
three. That was
yeah.
about it. Everything else was kind of floppy.
On my, I would have to say that it was lackluster. And again, I don't know why they're doing this. They could easily just make press releases with this and release the videos. They don't really have that much to new to announce.
Well, because they won't have
with
any, they don't have anything
yeah,
to announce
we-
for E3. E3 will be just boring. If they
E3
do.
E3,
they're gonna-
are they going to come back to E3? That's the thing. Because last time they did
the
a
Nintendo Direct.
There's no guarantee that they're going to come back to E3. And I mean,
I think that hurt them.
well, they don't have anything to announce.
Well, I know.
Since we knew about Bayonetta since when the Wii U launched. We knew that was coming.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
showed you a trailer of it.
Yeah, so and since then, like the only other new things that we didn't know was Donkey Kong Tropical Island Freeze. That's it. We knew the Mario Kart was eventually gonna come, and we knew Smash Brothers
We
was
didn't
in the
know
make.
about Hyrule Warriors, and we didn't know
Yeah,
about
but
what else.
How
That's
many
it.
Hyrule Warriors and Tropical Island Freeze? Like we don't know nothing more else.
Like if they were to throw like a Star Fox game out of nowhere, then they'd be
that'd
like,
be cool. Another Metroid, that'd be cool. But
If they do, they hopefully they say that for E3. Like,
yeah,
I'm
if they're gonna
hoping.
be there.
I'm hoping that they do. Not hoping that they come back because
And they-
you get the
and-
most exposure doing it with the Nintendo Directs. Yeah, you get a lot of people that watch it, but you get even more people at E3 that are gonna
That's
watch
definitely the place to release stuff.
That-
And with that said, though, I would have to say that this was again a little bit disappointing for me personally. But that's because I already was expecting this type of things. Lil Mac was the surprise that I wasn't expecting.
the thing I think that's hard is because when they did their first Nintendo Direct, I guess it was last year before E3.
it. They've always done them.
Well, I guess the big one,
It started becoming more
the
popular.
biggest
Yeah.
one was because Smash. Obviously, people freaked out when Smash, and then when they announced the characters that everyone had been wanting
Mhm.
for the longest time, Mega Man pops up. We saw the reaction videos. People were freaking out.
Yeah.
So I think living up to that hype after every Nintendo Direct after the Smash one, it's kind of hard to get up there. I mean, if they were to release like, here's Star Fox or here's F-Zero Racing, if they were to give us an F-Zero Racing, I'd freak
Mhm.
out. I'd be like, yes, Captain Falcon finally has a game after 10 years.
But we have to see just what Nintendo's thinking. There has to be a reason why Miyamoto, why Iwata are doing these Nintendo Directs at random times and giving
Because they
us
don't have
lackluster
nothing
things.
else.
That they should be pushing for more of these developers to get these games that everyone wants. Like
You know,
this,
I
Okay,
feel-
but the thing is that who's gonna develop them? It's just gonna be Nintendo.
yeah, and
Yeah, and that's gonna
'Cause
run
other-
them dry. That's gonna
Yeah.
work the employees.
But
dead.
I mean,
get-
3DS keeps selling. Like they have the money. Nintendo's in a weird loophole right now. Like I talked about a while ago. It's just as Nintendo Directs go, they have been basically what everybody was expecting every time. And I don't.
Throw something to the side.
Yeah, they should
That's a
have stuff
curveball.
in the work. Probably, like I said, most likely with not just with them, but with Sony and Microsoft. We should be expecting to hear big
You know,
reveals.
I think they
soon.
should do is if they do another Nintendo Direct. Do you think the next Nintendo Direct will be before E3?
Yeah.
I think what
They
they should
should.
do is if they announce a new game, it's going to come out next year.
No, don't
obviously.
announce-
No. It'll come out next year, obviously.
No,
but
I
they
know.
should do it early next year so that
Wait,
there's.
so you're
there's-
saying that for the Nintendo Direct?
like yeah? If it,
No, save that for E3.
save all
but
the
do they
big.
not?
Yeah,
I thought they don't do E3
If-
though.
We don't know if they
like-
do E3. That's what.
Okay, if they do an E3, let's say this. Let's say.
But
they,
either
they-
way, their big announcements they're gonna save for their Nintendo Direct right before E3.
E3, yeah.
But the thing, as I'm saying, is what they should do is if they have a game, like a big game to announce, they shouldn't they should have it almost done. Like
Yes.
all you're doing
So
is
no
early,
Watch Dogs.
So they'll give it to you early next year instead of
Okay.
No
like
Watch
you wait
Dogs.
No
next.
Watch Dogs,
you have
yeah.
to wait till the end of the year because
Yeah,
that's
right.
usually Nintendo. Nintendo usually gives you their best games towards the end of the year.
Yeah.
So like I'm just saying, let's say Legend of Zelda comes out next year, the new one, not Hyrule Warriors, but the new one. Let's say this should come out in like February or March, because then it's just like, okay, there's something to hold me over with Nintendo for a bit, and then let's say Star Fox comes out in fall.
Mhm.
I mean, I think that would be a great way, because right now they're giving us Trouble Freeze, and I'm not really too excited for it.
I
The only
still
one
say
that-
that game looks really fun.
Which one?
It looks fun, but
Tropical Freeze.
it's not hype material. It's not hype
That's the
material.
only thing.
It's not sell material. It's things for like people that have Wii U's that if they don't have any other consoles that will get. If people have other consoles, there's more games coming out. So, I mean, we hope for the best for Nintendo again. If I had to choose something, I would say hold everything off until E3 and then
Build it
surprise
up,
us.
build it
Surprise
up.
us. I mean,
They've
imagine
done
if,
it before.
Yeah.
They've released great things. When they released Twilight Princess, I
Oh
believe
yeah, dude.
that was one of the biggest events that they did.
well,
That
yeah,
they
if
held
you-
up. There's
if
no
you-
one knew that it was coming.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the one thing that they did that kind of gave you a glimpse of, that they were making Twilight Princess was they were playing music throughout all the Legends of Zelda games, and they were showing you some footages from the old ones, and then all you see is Link pulling his sword back, and then showing you Twilight Princess, and it freaked people out.
But you also got to remember they did the whole Wii music presentation at E3.
Well, they've had their bad moments. too.
Everybody has their ups and
Yeah,
downs.
but I think
PS3,
Nintendo-
$600. Oh, fun.
What?
And then PS4, $400. Woohoo!
See,
yeah.
So Nintendo could redeem themselves.
Yeah, they just need to do. They just
Something.
gotta throw us a curveball,
Yeah.
like the best curveball they can have.
and they've done it time and time again. There's no reason they
Nintendo
can't.
Wii 3. What?
Is that a new console?
It's just it's a power plug play. What?
All right, so let's.
The game plays you.
All right, so let's go into what was going to be our third topic. It's going to be our second topic. So this is one that I've talked about off air for a while now. So if you don't know, almost every anime, like 95% of anime is always based off a manga or a light novel, and then from those, and you know, they can get a live adaptation movie on it or a series or some type of drama.
Okay.
And then here in the US, a lot of comic books now are getting either TV series or movies. We've seen that with Marvel and with DC and with like those graphic novels like The Walking Dead.
Right.
So my question to you is, we've seen a lot of these live action adaptations of anime, of comic books, of whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So what I want to talk about is, what have you seen that was completely amazing, you were satisfied to the most that you could be for an adaptation of either a movie or series, and which ones were the worst ones that you've seen that were just horrible
For anime?
for anything?
Okay.
Anime, comic books,
So
light novels,
any type
whatever.
of adaptation.
Any
from
type of live adaptation that comes from a
something
printed
scripted.
material.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
some
okay.
printed material. So the reason that I brought this up is because they're making a new Rurouni Kenshin live action
Mm-hmm.
movie. They're making a sequel to the first one. The first one was amazing. It was a prequel to it. And
They're making Haganai the movie.
don't even and that's another example of something that I don't want to see, because I like the show. It's very funny, but for the movie, the director didn't see the series
Did
whatsoever.
you see the trailer?
No, I don't want to see it. The characters, from what I've heard, they don't look like or tried. They look really bad.
You should watch the trailer. You should
And-
definitely watch the trailer.
Yeah, and then also the director made sure that the characters didn't see any of the show or read the light novels, and so I didn't think that was a good move, because if they have nothing to base on, then there's going to be like an original type show, but with the names and the name tied to it.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think makes a live adaptation good? Like what are some of the materials or the
It
things
can't
that they
be
need
too.
to make
It
it
can't be too ridiculous. It can't be too over the top.
like what? Give an example.
What do you
Dragon
mean?
Ball Z should not be ever live adaptation. Just can't. You can't. There's just too much to do to make it a live adaptation. They just be horrible.
Okay, so here's one of the problems with adapting an anime, I mean a manga or anime for that matter, or even comic books, that they are drawn they're drawn. So when you're drawn, especially in anime, like you can't really get that same hairstyle. First of all, and that's some of the things that, or like Goku's hairstyle, you will recognize it almost anything. It's just like the S on Superman. You recognize that's Goku. If they try to do that in real life, it'll look ridiculous.
They tried.
Well,
Or they attempted to.
Yeah, but again, so that's one of the big things that that makes it hard for them. For comic book heroes is the costumes. And you can make something look cool in the comic book, but in the movies or in the, like, let's say a TV show, it would be really hard to make it look good or to actually make it work. For instance, it was a car.
Oh.
It was a loud
If
car.
you
inside.
heard that, yeah, I thought it was something going off.
For instance, Supergirl, the new 52 Supergirl. I've been reading her comic book. I really enjoyed it. One of the things that I don't think they could ever do in real life is the way that their boots are made. It has like this hole right where the kneecap is at. You can't really replicate that in an actual live television and make it stay the way like a boot's supposed to stay. So with that said, how I prefer if they try to do it is try to stick as close as possible to the source material. Don't try to do anything intelligent or try to trip things out. There has been talks recently, I can't remember the director, or somebody that's wanting to do an Akira adaptation.
I think that's Guillermo del Toro.
No.
Who is it?
Some other dude.
It's someone famous.
Yes, what did he work on?
There's just some ones you can't do, like Street Fighter, for instance, was not a good one.
Right, but there's definitely like, I mean,
But Street Fighter was a game, first of all, and even then, like, there's not
like that,
a
the
good
drawn
story
style.
Yeah.
behind it.
So basically, you have to remain close to the source material, in my opinion. You could change some things about it, but if you start changing a lot of things, then things just, especially for fans, I understand that with anime or comic books, the fans are going to be the ones that support it first. But I mean, you look at something like the Avengers, where it was very popular, but it was more towards like actiony and teenager stuff, and like, I'm trying to think of a way to explain it. It definitely was true to the source material, but you don't really see the effects of like, you see New York or whatever they're at get destroyed, but you don't see like people really like dying and stuff like that, like the way they did in Superman, Man of Steel.
Well, that has to do also with the who's making it. That was Disney.
Yes, exactly, and their target audience.
Yeah.
So, but then again, that's another whole grip with Superman, Man of Steel, where he kills somebody at the end. If you haven't seen it, spoilers, he kills General Zod. Now, this happens in the comic books, but is that really Superman? In some comic books, yes, that's Superman, but what does Superman stand for? Ultimately, justice. He doesn't kill. That's what Superman is. He doesn't kill.
The thing is, though, if you watch the movie, he's very sad at the end when he kills him. He had to. There's just no other way.
I know.
It's not like he could stop him somehow.
But
I know. I'm one of the people that actually defends that, but I actually think about it more, and that's what he stands for. Superman will never kill. Time and time again, we've seen that. So that's when Zack Snyder changed it a little bit, and some people like that's a big thing that people don't like about it. So with it's a tricky business with adapting something. Whereas if you stay too close to the source material, then people are like, well, why do I want to watch that when I could go read it or I could watch the anime? And if you start changing a lot of things, people are like us fans. Like, let's say if Attack on Titan gets remade here in the Americas, most likely everybody's going to be a hot teen because that's what most movies nowadays are.
Well, on top of that, they are teenagers.
Yes, but they're going to be like all white.
Yeah, which is going to be weird.
But again, with this, in Japan, they're most likely all going to be Asian, which is not what it is in the anime or in the manga. They're from different parts of the world. Mikasa was the only one with Asian heritage that we know of, right?
Yep. Yeah, or even look like it. Armin doesn't look anything.
Armin looks European.
Yeah, so you have this whole thing where in the movie you have a broader target audience in a TV show as well, whereas in manga you kind of know where your target audience is, and you have more freedom to be creative. Well, the creator has more freedom to be whatever he wants. Whereas if somebody's a movie, like David said, that's his take on the other guy's creation.
Or inspiration of. I think the best thing would be inspiration from it. Because like a good movie that I enjoyed personally, it was an action movie, obviously more than storyline. Well, some storyline. Pacific Rim. Mm-hmm. When you see it, you obviously see all the influences of it, from anime to video games, Halo, Evangelion, everything. All of that. You can just see all of the inspiration.
Yeah, but and that's good. There's a lot of movies that have, you know, you can see inspiration from these mangas, but the one that we're mainly focused on are on the live adaptation ones. And like what Jose's saying, in manga and in anime, they're so free to create the characters in any way that they want, because I don't mean to offend anyone, but a lot of the Asian people around there, they look basically the same. I'm not trying to be rude, but you have these features that on their faces, in their body, what types they are, that are very the same, and that's how you know, oh, these people are from, you know, the Eastern culture.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of manga and anime are wanting to get away from that. They're wanting to portray have more variety
Right.
in their characters, and so when they're trying to do adaptations of that, it's hard to try to see that resemblance in it, because they don't look like the characters that you're expecting to see. But like if it's one that they stick to the Japanese culture, they stick to how Japanese people look, then it comes out great. There's two that I'm thinking of right now. One of them is Back Mongolian Chop Squad. They did a live adaptation of it. The characters were spot on. They got the perfect characters to play them, and I could feel the characters like that I watched in the anime, that I read in the manga, come out live in this adaptation. It was great. I personally loved it. And you see Rurouni Kenshin, that's taken back in the samurai, in, you know, that era, and you see Rurouni Kenshin. He looks really good. That adaptation I felt was good. And what they did with this one is they didn't go do like a part in the series or something in between the series. They did a prequel to it, which I thought was a great move, because I want to know.
Smart. It's not bad. You're not ruining the script. You're not changing anything.
You're adding something to it.
The thing is that with a lot of stories, you don't really need to change anything, because the reason we love it is because we like it the way it is.
Yep.
And if you start messing a lot with things, I mean, even look at something like the Star Wars universe, where a lot of people have a problem with like Boba Fett's character, where they change his background status with Jango to Boba. He ends up being a clone, where you didn't before that you didn't know that it wasn't that. It was that, if you read some of the books, he had a different origin story, but when they did the new movies, they messed up with what was there beforehand. And something like, personally for me, something like the Mandarin in the Iron Man 3, like
that's an insult. That's a slap to the face.
Yes. And so you need to be, I think the best bet for people that are going to like try to adapt something, they have to be fans of the work first and have to respect the guy.
The
difference
with that, though, is in Star Wars, that's George Lucas. He can change whatever he wants. He's the creator. So he's God in a sense of his own world.
Whoa.
Disney
you know
is now.
Well, back in those
yes,
6
I
movies.
understand, yeah. So. He had the creative, so that's okay for him. Let's say I create something and then David wants to do something. Now, if he's not really a fan of it, if they're just in for the money, they'll try to appeal to everyone else. And then just because, let's say, maybe you want to do an adaptation of what I did, and maybe you're a fan, that doesn't guarantee that it's going to be better than David's, but that he has a better chance of being better.
Yeah, I get you. I mean, there's just so many...
a better chance of being better.
There's just so many weird things going on, like, Batman the Dark Knight series. I
love that.
Great. And then like you see this Batman vs Superman, it's kind of I'm already sketched out by it already.
With all the information that we've
received, you got Ben
so far,
Affleck, and then you got Jesse Eisenberg, and then you got the other dude.
That's not been confirmed, is it?
No, Jesse Eisenberg is Lex Luthor.
Has that been confirmed?
Yeah, that's confirmed.
I can't
Gal
see
Gadot
that.
as Amazon Girl.
Yeah.
The only good thing about this whole thing, maybe if The Rock is Jon Stewart as Green Lantern.
That'd be cool.
That'd be cool. But
and the thing with comic book adaptations is, because with a lot of comic books, there's always like reimaginings. They redo stuff, and so I know there's a lot of people that know the basic story of Batman, but I wonder if they've ever thought of, well, let's take this version of Batman, because there's a version of Batman, I think it was in the 80s or 70s, where he does kill people.
Yeah,
and
he
so
uses a gun.
And so I was like,
Batman.
how would people take that if they saw Batman killing them?
That'd be a rated R movie.
They'd be saying like, oh, this is a Batman. They say, well, yes, it is, because there's a version of him that does kill people.
He killed Superman in that one.
I think what they do in that sense, they try to do more freeway in their animated movies. Like if you look at Batman, The Dark Knight Returns Part 1 and Part 2, they definitely show a different side of Batman that people are not used to seeing. Especially, they say that that's gonna be inspired for the Batman versus Superman movie. And if you read the comics and if you watch the movie, that's definitely a different style of Batman. Batman comes back after being retired, and now with what you say is true, that there's different versions. And again, the whole thing is that we got to remember that this is a business. So do they want to appeal more to the crowd that understands that this is a different version of Batman, or do they want to have more sales as for the kids? Oh, I love Batman. Let's make it more PG.
I think that's why they have their big movies to be more general.
Yeah.
And like their anime adaptations or their movie adaptations straight to movie are they're a little bit more darker.
Yeah. And with anime being adapted into, like, let's say American movies, that's definitely a lot harder because, I mean, the directors sometimes that they don't understand it. Even with non-anime things, with like something like Avatar: The Last Airbender, which I know some people that like it, and good thing I watched the cartoon first, because if I didn't, maybe I would have liked the movie, but it didn't stay true with a lot of things, and it stayed true with some things, and I didn't enjoy that at all. So definitely it's harder, I think, with adaptation with animation, because you're already tied to the character, you have a certain voice behind them, you kind of make it look this way, and then if they cast somebody that doesn't look the same way, then you're like, whoa.
I always wondered what goes through a director's head when they make so many changes that it doesn't even reflect what it originally was.
Right.
Great example was Dragon Ball Evolution that they came out. That is a monstrosity. That is a slap in the face
to Akira Toriyama. They slapped him.
And seriously, that's one of the reasons why Akira Toriyama made Battle of Gods. He's like, because Dragon Ball Evolution sucked. I need to make something to redeem the Dragon Ball Z name.
It did.
I mean, they took out everything that we loved about him. He's not a Saiyan. He's going to high school. He's a bratty kid. I did like Chow Yun Fat. He was I thought he was a pretty good Master Roshi, but like they made Piccolo. I liked him.
I didn't like him.
Piccolo was weird. He had some weird assistant. He actually had a love thingy with Chi-Chi. They're in high school. They did airbending. No, Goku.
Okay.
And then they did airbending basically.
Really?
In it, because he uses like the air to like take out all the candles. I'm like, is
his...
this the last airbender? What the freak? This was shoot energy. And his Kamehameha was stupid. His transformation to the Ozaru was
he only grew 3 feet,
and the animation was
shoddy. Like
special
the
effects.
PlayStation 1 Dragon Ball Final Bout Dragon was better than the movie's Dragon.
Right.
And
man, but it's one of those things where it has a better success rate if they have somebody attached, like a good director, and not only a good director, but a good director that knows the source material.
There wasn't a good director. There wasn't good animation. There was no good casting.
And that's why I can't even think like what the director was thinking. I can't even imagine what he was thinking. Like,
do you actually think he was a fan though?
No,
he wasn't.
And I don't think he read up on any of it.
No, exactly.
The only thing he knew about that show was there's Dragon Balls, and the main character were orange and blue. And he says Kamehameha. That's the only thing that was cool. Is he said Kamehameha, pretty cool. That was about it. I didn't like anything else in the movie. The dragon was only like 4 feet long.
Shenlong?
Shenron was only 4 feet long. He wasn't. He wasn't. He wasn't. Huge.
He was Mushu. They casted Mushu.
Yeah.
It was.
Let's talk about something else because I'm getting ahead.
Okay, so overall, in anime adaptations, I would say pick where you're gonna do it. Yeah. Pick if you want to do a prequel, if you want to do a different reimagining, or you want to stay true to it. Depending on the source material, you might want to go a different direction.
Try and pick animes that are easier, like more realistic, I guess. Because I'm not saying don't try and go to ones that are far fetched, but it's just gonna be more difficult.
Right.
I believe.
My thing is, if they're gonna do an anime a live action adaptation in Japan, that they try and outsource and get actors that have a little bit more variety to them, so that I think it would appeal more to the overall to everyone.
Yeah. Again, if I would do it, I would work with the creator first of all. I'll make sure that I go to him and tell him, hey, I think about changing stuff like this, and maybe he doesn't want to, but maybe we could work things out. The closest thing that you could stay with the source material and go from there, the better.
Yeah.
And don't be afraid to change things up, as long as you don't change a lot of stuff, a lot of things up, like Goku not being a Saiyan, definitely not one of the things that you want to change.
Yeah, but so that's our take on live adaptation.
That's our take on live
action adaptation.
I want Orlando Bloom to play me.
So let's move on to our last topic, and this one, Jose was the one that brought it up, so I'll have him talk more about it.
I'll finish this in one sentence.
Okay.
Basically, so there was a news article in AnimeNewsNetwork.com that I read recently on my way back home one day, it basically stated how some anime releases here in the USA, like DVDs and Blu-rays, get part-way release, or some parts of it get released, and then all of a sudden you never see season 2 or episode 4 or stuff like that. Something like Squid Girl season 1 came out in Blu-ray, and part 1 and part 2 came out on DVD, but then all of a sudden you don't see season 2 and it's already been a year. Or stuff like Monster, which was I think a couple episodes came out and then nothing came out, and stuff like Knights of the Zodiac or Saint Seiya, when it was actually dubbed better in English, was only 60 episodes long and then nothing came out. And basically he was saying how he talked a lot about the business way, how like maybe Funimation and stuff like that spend so much money to license the stuff, but then they probably don't make the same as much because of how they sell it. Now this is what I wanted to talk to you guys about. When I was thinking about this, I was thinking about how there are streaming sites. You know, we all use them, anime whatever .tv, you know, animefreak.tv and stuff like that, or even manga apps where we read our mangas from. And you know, that's cool. Sometimes there's anime or mangas that we will never get here in the United States. But I think one of the problems that he didn't mention there was that there's a lot of there's easy way to get stuff online that affects the sales of stuff. Like, let's say Detective Conan is a perfect example where Funimation released a bunch of them, but they haven't released anything as of yet for it. Or One Piece, everything gets released in DVDs, and we only had a couple movies on Blu-ray. And you know, we have if it was me, like if I could get Saint Seiya on top quality Spanish dub Blu-ray, like 1080p on my computer, they're never going to release that here in the Americas, and they're probably never going to release that in Mexico themselves. So it's this weird dichotomy where I could get my stuff online free, or I could hope and wait, if I buy season 1 of this, that they'll keep releasing stuff. Like, what would you do if they, for instance, Dragon Ball Z, perfect example, they release the first 2 seasons on Blu-ray, and then it doesn't sell that much, so that it will not release any more seasons of that. Would you go and get from another place?
Yes.
No,
that was quick. No, you wouldn't.
This is the thing, though. If they're sorry to cut you off, but if they stopped it, you know, there's a reason why a lot of it's financially that it's not selling, and so why would they like pay another $100,000 to get the license for the second season or for whatever it may be?
Mm-hmm.
And no matter how many fans or hardcore fans are out there who actually did buy it, like Funimation looks at it and says, no, we still didn't sell enough, and so we can't give it to you. Although you want it, we can't. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to buy the DVD ones, not the Blu-rays or whatever. And so, I would want to buy a Blu-ray version. I'd probably have to get it the Japanese dub version, which I personally do not like, but I would do it. Like, I think you've imported some from Japan that do have English subtitles in them
and language tracks, actually,
and language tracks on there. And so that'd be a means to get it, is to get it straight from Japan and hopefully find one that has English subtitles.
Right.
I mean, there's ways to get it, but the problem, I think, one, like you said, there's tons of streaming sites that will stream it for free. There's sales of Blu-rays and anime in general in the United States have gone down. I mean, it's not at the peak where it was like 10 years ago. And so,
well, because 10 years ago there wasn't that many internet sites that would stream anime,
right?
Yeah, and so
whereas now everything's just like, I mean, if we had the power to, we could build our own website and start streaming hundreds of shows.
Yeah,
if we wanted to. I'm not saying we will.
And there's another thing, that there's some shows that's so great in Japan, and when it comes over here, it's not as big a hit.
Well, it's because of the lifestyle, like, it could also be. How you take of it?
Which one was one?
They talked about Detective Conan. They're saying like, this is gonna be a great hit. It's so huge in Japan. It's over 800 episodes long, and it's just gonna skyrocket. Funimation didn't sell that good.
Yeah,
and
which is sad.
It just hasn't, because people just have certain tastes, and the
or
general
people
taste,
have them already downloaded.
Yeah, but the general,
or the streaming sites again, like the fan subs sites.
Yeah. And so
it's a weird thing. Like, I've been thinking about this, and we talked about it with you guys too. How about how it makes it easier, and then you have people like Aniplex of America, where their prices to kind of like fight this thing,
compensate for it.
Yeah, like
it's ridiculous.
It's expensive. Like, how much did I tell you the Blue Exorcist movie was like $70.
Just the movie, not a show, not episodes, just
Yeah.
the movie.
And I mean, like, I'm okay. I will support the anime that I love, and I'll go out of my way to buy stuff to support the creators because I want them to keep making the stuff that I
Yeah.
want. But something like Blue Exorcist, which I'm actually intrigued on, and I probably would buy it if I find the right place. And I remember posting this on Facebook. I'm like, well, for I think it was 70 or 90. It was expensive just for the movie. And then I post something like that. Well, at those prices, they're kind of outrageous. And some guys like, oh, you think that's outrageous? I'm like, he can't. He got mad at me. He's like, oh, you think that's outrageous? You a poor kid. I'm like, well, you don't understand. I buy my anime. I probably spend more on anime than you do. It's the price range that because X is happening here, we're getting charged X for different things. And he's like, well, whatever. I could download it online, but I'm actually going to support this one. I actually have. He was like, I actually have X number of things downloaded and just a couple things that I buy. I'm like, well, you're part of the problem. What are you getting mad at me for? You don't even pay for most of your stuff.
Yeah, and I don't know how much it affect. Like, I think with just Aniplex, if we just talked to them about a little bit, all their stuff is really expensive.
Yeah.
Over 60 or 70.
And they
easily.
and it's because I don't think it's just because they want the price to go up, it's because they add stuff to it. Like the box set one of Sword Art Online comes with like a picture book, comes with like a keychain, or who the hell knows what. And how much is it? $90. And it's like, I don't care. Me personally, I don't care about that stuff. I know in Japan it's huge. Like you want to have the special edition golden cover of whatever. But here, I just want the DVD.
I want the body pillow.
Yeah, I want the body pillow. But I just want the DVD or the Blu-ray. But I have to spend $90 because they're adding these
Part
things
one.
for part one.
What is this part 4?
And I'm just, and that's what Aniplex does. And now what Funimation does, they do differently. Is they do have those.
But they have different bundles.
But
It's like pre-ordering a game.
That's-
You get a standard above, and then you get like a legendary.
Basically, with especially with like something like Psycho Pass, I think the collection is like 140, but you could buy the DVDs part 1 and part 2 for like 40 or 60.
Yeah,
I think it's 40 right now. So they give you options, which is good, but again, will people buy it? That's the problem with all this other things. I mean, Aniplex, again, they charge all this stuff basically because they import everything from Japan. They don't really do that much dubs. Aniplex themselves,
and that's another thing is the dubbing.
Well, no, if Aniplex,
That's another.
Aniplex doesn't do the dubbing. They go through third party like Funimation or Viz Media or something like that.
Well, either way, they have
just
to
make it.
Well, either way, that's more money they spend on. That's not just the licensing.
Yeah,
that's,
I know.
You have to spend money on the actors who are doing the voices for them, and if they're sorry, my phone's going off. It was
like,
buzzing.
what is that?
And I guess what I'm trying to say is they're spending even more money on these actors to do, and it's costing them so much. And so Funimation now has started to just do straight English Japanese subtitles.
Right.
They did that with I don't even know what it's called. It's like Oni Ai, some weird
Oni-ai?
something like that.
Something ridiculous.
Some weird ecchi show.
Funimation gets a lot of those.
But that one's, I think it's their first ever just no dub, just straight to, and they're probably saving a lot of money for doing that. And I like having English dubs. I know there's a lot of people that do like the English dubs, but on the financial side, that's a lot more money they have to spend. And if they had two choices, if you want your DVDs, then you may have the sacrifice may be that you only get the Japanese subtitles.
Right.
If you want the English dub, then you'll get it, but you'll probably have to pay more because they have to compensate for the money they paid the actors.
I think if they do that, I think that would be a smart thing so they can make some extra money on the side. What I think they should do is not, how like they usually do with the dubs, it comes with the subs, like the Japanese with subs and then the English dubs. I think they should do, just to make some extra cash, sell you the subbed version so they can make some money and then make the dub. And then if you want to buy the dub, you can buy the dub.
Yeah, but then you get
But
again
still,
more
you're
money
still
because
spending.
you're doing.
Yeah,
but I get what you mean.
But just to see if the hype lives through it. Like, okay, let's say
X anime, we're gonna do sub, and then it sells a lot. Well, if you want dub, and then they'll go
you want
and
a dub?
make a dub.
Okay, we'll make you a dub. Here
And
you
then
go.
and then here's another one that they could do, is put it on the the video on demand first.
Yeah.
Have that weekly subscription. Crunchyroll has been doing great. I think it's like $10 a month. You get so much anime.
7, isn't it?
7?
8?
Well,
Something like that.
Either way, it's a really small fee. Just like Netflix, it's a small fee for streaming, And Funimation has done that, and they do have a big library of their stuff, but the app doesn't work. The app doesn't work, and it's not really user friendly. So what I'm trying to say is, if they got more people to be on that stream first, then maybe
support it.
It will support
It'll
more.
get a constant income.
You'll still get your streams. You'll still get any anime that you want that Funimation has. And if they see that this episode or this series has been watched so many times, they say, okay, well, let's release it now, because they will buy it.
And then we'll do the dub and everything like that.
Yeah.
So basically, to end with this topic, I just want to say, if you enjoy your anime, whatever anime it is, if you get a chance, I know sometimes, money is short. I understand. It's not like I'm made out of money.
I don't know. With all this stuff you buy, I think you are.
I just buy whenever I can. But support the anime that you like. Definitely, that will show the creators that you're willing to pay. And also pay what you think is worth. You know, for Gurren Lagann, I know it's expensive, or Sword Art Online, I know it's expensive. Sometimes they go on sale. You could get buying them, but just support them. Stuff like Crunchyroll, like you said, that actually money goes back to the creators on that, so that's really good. I know that sometimes the things don't get dubbed, or Crunchyroll doesn't pick it up, Funimation doesn't pick it up, or Hulu doesn't pick it up, or stuff like that, and the only way to do it is with other streams. But try to support anything that you can with the amount of money that you have, and hopefully we could get more releases on stuff that we want. I want that Sensei on Blu-ray. I want that, damn it, on Blu-ray. I told you, right?
Fun.
I told you before I closed this, I told you guys that there was a Saint Seiya on Blu-ray, complete collection, everything, all the movies on Amazon for $90. Now the thing here is, in Spanish dub, the thing here is that was never actually legally released. This is somebody else did this. Like
a third party, but
not even a third party. Nobody has a license. It's like
fifth party.
It's like us three coming in together. Well, we're gonna release a Sword Art Online Blu-ray. So in that point, I was like, I really want this, but do I really want to support somebody that it's not
intended for?
Yeah, or somebody that has nothing to do with it. And no, the answer is no for that. So, it's just like games. If you want to enjoy more games, buy it from the developers that you like. If you don't like what they make, don't buy it. Crunchyroll's cheap on the cheap. You could go get it. I'm working. I've been trying to contact Crunchyroll, and they're like, "Oh, well, we'll send you this link so that you could try to give it to some of your listeners." And I tried the link. I'm like, "This is the same link." So I'm working for you guys. I want to get you like a month free or something like that.
Oh, for
the listeners, yeah, for Chibi No Podcast.
Dude, that's sick.
I've been talking to them. We're like, well, we'll see what we can do, because I know they could do stuff like that, or probably like give sales or discounts.
Ooh.
We can do that.
I've been trying to contact them. They've been pretty helpful right now, but they're trying to do other things right now with the manga, so they haven't been able to help me out that much.
I got a free thing for Crunchyroll. I'm gonna do it again.
Do you think
I got like 2 days for everybody.
Do you think Funimation would do that for their video on demand?
No.
No. Funimation, I contacted not about this, but I contacted about different things. They rarely give you answers.
Yeah, that's true. I contacted them about.
They don't even give me like, thanks for contacting us, and we're working on it, or something like nothing.
Well, either way, for our listeners, just so you know, we're looking out for you too. We want you to enjoy all the anime and anything that you like as much as you can. So if you want us to try and get you a trial of whatever, let us know.
They gave me 14-day trial, but that wasn't nothing special. I was like, wait, this is just the regular stuff, because you still have to put your credit card. They're like, I know, but we're working on other things right now, because they're working on the PlayStation Vita app for Crunchyroll, stuff like that. So be on the lookout. We're always looking for you guys.
All right, guys, we're signing out. This is Diego, the little brother.
We ended so fast. This is David, the Smash Man.
So fast? What a...
No, I mean like
we're not Rainbow Dash.
I'm talking about our transition.
Dude, that's what we call a segue in my line of work, which is painting, which we never do. But this is Jose, the fighting game guy, the Brony. I love you guys. Stay golden. Chibi No Podcast is out.
Chibi No Podcast.
Woo!
Playtime's over, Star Fox. We're gonna have fun with this thing.
Welcome back, Master. Won't you come in, please? Come on, hurry up. If you're late, there's a penalty. Penalty! I'm not able to do that. May I?